Paul's
Welcome, adventurers from this planet
And
beyond.
Shenanigans.
To Camaraderie and Shenanigans. I realize I don't have my rings on. I want to put them on.
Put them on.
We're so glad you guys can join us right now.
Chat.
Fucking, what announcements
You
do
were a
we
little
have?
underdressed.
Our
so I'm glad
screen.
you
I'm
put
just
the
a
rings
little
on.
underdressed.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's.
For
Please
those
find
of you
the
watching
millennials.
live, happy Valentine's Day. We're so glad you are
Everyone.
here to
Oh, yeah.
join us.
People watching.
What's the other
yeah.
one?
For anyone who's joining us afterwards, we hope you had an excellent Valentine's Day. And all your loved ones
Throw
spoiled
cake
you
signs
with flowers
Easy
and
there.
affection and all those types of things. Yeah. This is also our 50th episode.
5-0.
Oh, half a century.
And that's why Domino's looks so sexy today.
It was mainly for Valentine's Day, but it did coincide pretty well.
Oh.
I'm going to be your date tonight as we dive into this wonderful realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
He's a gentle lover.
Dating episode?
This is the dating episode.
That was last
That was
week.
last session.
It's called What We Do in the No, I can't say that.
Wish you could.
You gonna
But-
put out?
He always
You
puts
don't know.
out.
Keegan, my secrets. But yes, thank you all so much for joining us. I don't think we have any further announcements as of right now. So, without further ado, please sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for Camaraderie and Shenanigans! Where'd they all go?
Right? Good.
What the fuck?
Welcome.
You didn't do your recap.
I didn't- Well, this is the recap.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Previously, on our group's adventure, I didn't prep the right music. This is insane chaos. Happy Valentine's Day.
Now that we're alone.
Something menacing.
Previously, on the Obsidian Winds adventures, the team had found themselves, well, two members of the team had found themselves face to face with a giant blue centipede-like creature.
Oh, that wasn't us.
Wow, in unison, that was incredible. A giant remoraz underground, and with a brief chase sequence, you were able to safely procure your allies and get them out of the jaws of a monstrous creature. It sensing that maybe it shouldn't pursue further than it is comfortable, receded back underground. You all caught up, shared information about what was underground, before you all began to kind of break away. Nesta being pulled aside by Masha, who was given page after page of these different charcoal drawings of some of the beasts, monsters, and undead that you should soon be facing on your adventure. Not too briefly after that, was pulled aside by Bartolomea, who made some passing advances and was surprisingly able to convince for an evening's tryst.
You say convince. I feel like Nesta was like
think she-
secretly pulling strings.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
She was like,
just
yes.
like, charm person,
Yes.
you love me. Love me.
That's Frogman.
I was about to say, that sounds very Kyla's-like.
I don't charm people.
That's true, you don't charm
I have
people.
charm person and subtle spell.
Because that charisma's bottomed. As you all kind of broke away into your own spaces, Kyla's had a bit of a conversation with Oz, discussing future events and the steps that might need to be taken to move forward compared to what he might be wanting to do instead. Oz was then sent off to head back to Laminsa, which is a massive flight from where you're located.
Not when
currently.
you don't need rest.
Oz does not sleep, that is true, but he will make his way back. You all began to find some rest, but not before the professor and Nesta's sigils began to burn. Waking up and meeting each other outside their tents, there was another burn before a nightingale stepped forward, being let in with the gates opening, lifted into the air, snapped and twisted, and blood pouring out. Ghosts and shades began to swarm your current encampment, waking everybody up with a massive echoing call for Gregor's arrival, Gregor's power, Gregor's presence. Bells ringing, you all wake up, and a fight ensues. And while you had all been pretty well tapped from the day, you all managed to succeed surprisingly well with a very close call. with the professor going unconscious after being possessed, and with that sigil sitting in his chest, lingering on that edge of death, you were able to bring him back just before things got bad. Taking a moment to rest and relax, everyone went back to where they were sleeping for the evening, but not before Frognan approached Kylos with a bit of an offer of potential allegiance should Kylos prove to have exactly what Frognan's looking for. And we'll come back to that moment as you find yourselves on the top of that massive tower, almost 300 feet up into the sky. A bit of covering around you and a bit of fire burning nearby to keep at least yourself warm. You seem relatively okay with your staff nearby. You find yourselves shaking hands, and quiet sets in.
I miss Wolfgang a little bit, thinking I could nestle into his gentle, hairy caress.
I'll bring you back once we're through.
Very good. I don't mean to put you off. I know I laid some pretty heavy ambitions on you there. But of anybody, it seems like you'd be able to empathize with my point of view, no?
Believe it or not, our goals are actually quite similar. Changing the world, that is.
Yeah. I mean, what are these newfound powers for, if not to manifest a better life for those we hold dear?
Change the status quo to benefit them.
Exactly.
I'm happy to help you with this, Frognand. I really am. And it would be nice to have someone I can be honest with in this group. So I think it's important that you know exactly who it is that you're working with,
Of course.
what my goals are, and how ours are similar.
Pull out my spell book, flip to the non-magical section.
Mm-hmm.
Wizardly quill.
But first, I trust you understand. Oh, slipping out a little bit. I trust you understand that this is just between us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want the others to know.
Of course, no. Your relationship with them, it's been tumultuous. For what it's worth, I think they're trustworthy. But as I hope I've proven, your secrets are safe with me.
It's not that I don't trust them. I trust most of them. You and Nesta above the rest. But if they knew everything about me, I'm afraid that they might turn their backs on me. And I don't want to. I'm enjoying my time with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we feel the same about you.
Tumultuous. The proper word.
That's fair.
Anyways, who I am. You know my name.
Yeah.
And I'm not from here.
Yeah.
And I'm not from the Shadowfell.
Blue Winds, right?
I think you've seen where I'm from. In the painting. In the ring.
Yeah.
Aramir.
Yeah, you're like a prince or something, right?
I am the Obsidian Wind.
Well, yeah, we all are.
No, I mean, that is quite literally my title within the Plane of Air. Royalty, all possess titles like that.
Okay.
I'm the heir to the kingdom of Aramir and to the Western Winds.
Okay.
In time, I'll take my father's place. I don't know when, and I imagine the others will be long gone before that time comes. Well, maybe not you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you chose a buddy pretty wise, if I do say so myself.
I agree. But the Obsidian Winds, the reason I suggested that name to this group, and I'm happy they went with it. Otherwise, I'd have to come up with some other plans.
Yeah.
But names hold power. Belief holds power.
Yeah.
When people think of the Obsidian Winds and the deeds we've accomplished and all that we've done, that will embolden, empower me, and add to the reverence of my name.
Oh. Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah, of course. No, that makes sense. I mean, when you're king of Aramir, and when you're charging into battle, your name should strike fear into your opponents. I get it.
That's not what I mean. How do gods get their power, do you think?
I mean, gods didn't exist to me before 2 months ago. But I see what you're saying. It's people's faith that gives them power.
In a name, in an idea, in actions performed. That's what I hope to draw from the Obsidian Winds.
Yeah. I mean, I realized recently that my name is nothing, right? Dirt Fist, a name given by an oppressor. I'd be happy to help a friend achieve his destiny.
You already are. So are the others. Just by doing your everyday actions, being heroes.
Of course. The Obsidian wins.
But I wanted you to know that that's my intention behind it. I've pulled Atrodane in to scout people of promise and talent.
So, if you don't mind my asking, why does your wind have such darkness imbued with it?
Bit of wind blows through.
Good timing. I suppose Nesta knows a little bit already. But I'm not entirely sure that's the reason why. My mother is a Shatterkai. My father is a Jinn, so I'm half Shatterkai, half Jinn. Most of my shadow magic and Shatterkai abilities all come from her. And they're quite prominent and powerful. But honestly, I couldn't tell you. And if you want to know something that's really strange, that shadow form, I willed it into being, or wished it into being. Seen it in dreams, and had drawn it, and wanted to become it, because it looked powerful and strong.
I get that.
But there are things I don't know.
Like why the dead call you sovereign?
Technically, you're unaware of that. Unless you revealed that.
I don't think I did.
The only person who heard sovereignty. More wind! Technically, the only one who was able to hear and understand that was him.
Obviously.
Yes.
I do think there are things here in the north for me, though. I can feel it.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly what it is, but you saw in the fight, though, those shadows reacted to me.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yes, that-
I'm trying to give you this.
there was sudden hesitation in their movements.
Uh-huh. That.
I don't know what it is, but I want to pull at that thread. If there's power to be gained, why not?
Of course. Are you afraid of how Wolfgang's people will react? How Wolfgang himself might react?
I think Wolfgang likes results, and as long as I get results, he'll be okay with it. The if and why doesn't seem like he cares too much. I mean, he slaughtered a bunch of people inside of a church because they took his powers temporarily. I don't think he's one to judge. And I can pull that up if I need to, but I don't think it's necessary.
The Shatterkai that fell from the sky that day. I was there. I was ready to intervene. But with your look, you held me off.
I didn't know how to react at the time. That was my mother. Until that moment, she was dead my entire life. Died during childbirth. So I didn't know she was alive.
And you don't know how her place in the shadow fell? How your manifestation of your bestial form, how they tie to Gregor?
I don't know anything about her. But with someone like you, gift for the arcane, I have my talents, but they're nothing like yours. I'm gonna need someone like you to help me. If I gain power, so do you.
You know, I'm ambitious, but like I said, my name can be your name. I care little for it. What I wish for is not just to disrupt the status quo. I want to sever the cycle of life and death.
Like nobody dies.
I've heard of your realms. Souls go to the hells when they die, no?
Some of them, yes.
Fucking, what's your familiar's name?
Oz.
Oz, yeah, Oz consumes souls.
They're like currency to him.
If we can grasp a soul, if we can retrieve a soul, why do we have to let arbitrary chance govern our rules of life and death? Some people must die. I see the worth in it. But why the good?
I couldn't agree more. I think that has to do with the gods and the rules they've set up for creation. I disagree with them wholeheartedly. But if you want to change that, well, you need to do something a lot more drastic. Are you willing to go that far?
If it means to save those I love, if it means to save those that deserve it, I'd go to any length.
good to hear. It's very good to hear, actually. Okay. So any length you're willing to go to for this wish. The gods put limits on this world. A wish, is the pinnacle of any arcane magic in this world. It's the only thing that can alter reality, bend it like the gods do. And they put limits on it. To pass those limits, we would have to remove the gods that put it in place.
All of them?
I don't know about all of them, but god of magic, death, life. That's a start. Assuming the others don't get involved.
Yeah. Again, the gods are unknown to me. You said you trust Nesta?
To a degree. What do you think she would think about what you're talking about right now?
I mean, I think she would find it blasphemous.
Exactly.
But I wonder... You know, she's been distant from her god lately. I wonder what someone that knows the gods intimately would say about their chance at salvation. From what I understand, the gods are meant to save us, right? But if our belief in them is what gives them power, then, like we were talking about before, maybe life isn't black and white. Maybe there's a way to save the gods. At least those that are worth it.
Possibly, but I mean, how much have they really done recently? They didn't stop Orcus. People did. They've abandoned this place and hid themselves behind the veil. They don't care. And I've grown up with beings that are near godlike in power. And they could care less about what's going on.
But Nesta loves Lunaris.
Nesta was taken as a child and coerced into thinking like them. She saw shiny heroes. And then grew up with clerics.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not one to judge, but like you said, you and I see things differently.
Yeah, and to be fair, I just don't know, right? I see similarities between myself and Renguin, or at least Renguin of most of our relationship. Something's weird with her lately. But I think that with guidance out of our intellectual darkness, there's potential there.
I agree. I just wanted to make you think a little bit more about what you might have to do to accomplish your goals.
Yeah, fucking hey, man. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I'm not a little scared.
Stupid not to be.
Yeah. But also, you're the first person since Ilmirna that has made me feel like there is truth and beauty to be grasped. Everyone else in this world seems to bestow it on you when they seem fit. And I'm sick of waiting on the will and whim of others. It is time that we...
Take matters into our own hands.
Exactly.
I agree. I've laid some groundwork for myself, but it's time for you to start doing the same. Lofty goals, Frogman. Very lofty.
There's a spell Elmina told me about. Once someone dies, I can prevent the soul from escaping. And I've heard that if I can encapsulate it, perhaps a soul can be preserved. If, even just in the short term, we can find the soul of someone in jeopardy, Nesta, the professor, could we save their soul from their sigil?
We'd have to know where their soul goes. But I can think of the perfect person to try it on. Someone that we don't care about. It's wronged us. Victor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting even, and if he ends up with sigil, he's the perfect one to trap and put in a nice little box to experiment on.
Yeah.
Makes that dream a little more salivating.
What dream? I haven't lived that dream yet.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Kylus, thank you.
Of course. I don't think your dreams are outside the realm of possibility. I don't think your wish is either. You helped me attain my goals, and I'll do everything in my power to grant your wish.
And who knows? Maybe I can grant it myself. Either way, the Obsidian Wind gets the credit.
Exactly.
More wind rolls through.
Do keep this to yourself.
Yeah, no, you betcha. Yeah, no, yeah.
Especially the shift in my personality.
Fucking A, man!
The other version, it's an exaggeration of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so, like, I mean, I'm sure they're missing us. I'm sure we should get back to them. But, like, 3.5 seconds. What's with the accent?
And
I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
A teacher of mine had it, and I slowly adopted it. It disarms people.
Yeah.
It's
roguish.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's easier to trick people into thinking that you are helpless and fun-loving and...
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, has a certain panache to it.
Yeah, which is not entirely distant from myself. This is a
Yeah.
very serious conversation.
Yeah.
But it does disarm people, and it lets me... people can think what they like, and I just reinforce those ideas.
Yeah.
It's part of pulling off a good lie. Let them be right, you know.
All right. So I'm hearing I should adopt an accent.
If you want to.
No, I'm joking. I know. I just...
It helps you trick smart people.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason why I do it. And it's fun.
Yeah. You know, people give you a lot of shit. But you're not empty up there.
I'd like to think not.
Yeah! Alright, well,
Should we get you to bed?
let's head back down, yeah?
Wings.
Carried down, landing on the crunching snow below you. You curl up into Wolfgang's chest hair
And get a nice long rest.
and get
A nice long rest.
dream sequence.
Fucking A. They already heard it last episode.
We'll
night,
bring
Frogman.
everyone in here real quick.
Sweet dreams.
Ugh.
Teleport away.
Fucking A.
All right, gang, you can come back in.
I know everything. I know everything.
Not everything.
I do want to hear about your mentor at some point.
We've been waiting for 30 minutes! Like, exactly, almost.
More.
We done?
Amazing.
We've gone to completion?
Yeah, we're about to go home now.
Fucking
They both completed it.
Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette now.
In your chest hair.
Simultaneously.
No,
My
that's how,
chest
you,
hair?
that's how you get house fires.
Yes, we both finished in your chest.
Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, we're actually straight up paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people here.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hi, we're
So,
back.
here, yeah, the hot people are back. Thank you, Noobs. You are.
the camera.
Look at that. Look at Noobs.
Like,
What did
what-
he say?
The hot people are back.
Is News being a dick?
No,
There you go.
Noobs is being amazing. Dare being a dick.
A little bit down, a little bit down, right. A little bit.
It's funny. You guys are sat
Right
there
there.
watching the whole thing.
Yep.
I didn't watch
I
that.
had it on so
Back
I
up.
could chat, but I wasn't
Yeah,
listening.
right there.
Mmm.
Now we're going to be belligerent
Not a one of
because
us
we're
listened.
Try
drunk.
it up again. I
We
think.
had 3
Not
shots
one.
each.
Amazing.
He's
Except for-
lying. He's lying.
Okay, there we
No, I
go.
think they did.
You never let me have any fun.
We just talked about
Okay.
Battlestar Galactica. I don't want them to think that we're taking 3 shots each.
That's fair.
Brittany is a cleric inside and out.
With your long rests
Oh, sorry. We're
setting in.
Yeah, all 6 of us.
No, Frognan. You are visited in the evening by a vision of Victor, seemingly pinning both Zeeg and Nalana to the side of a mountain, carving their glyphs off of their chests, their sigils, and grafting them to Glen. Showing you the mountain opening, claiming he has made it in, that he is now entering the Woven Vault. You wake up perturbed by these nightmares,
Perturbed? That's it?
having
Yup.
not found
That's
any
it.
decent rest.
Mildly turbed.
For the rest of you, excluding Kylus, I need the rest of you to roll me Constitution saving throws. Wolfgang, you're at advantage.
That's right, baby.
Are we all sleeping within 10 feet of Wolfgang?
I would
No,
allow
I
it,
don't believe you are.
but
Do I make another one?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't.
Hell yeah.
None of you are? Okay. Sucks to be you guys.
That's 20.
Natural 20. You
Nice.
fight off any. You have a decent night's rest besides the cold.
21.
You have a decent night's rest.
22.
A decent night's rest.
16.
A decent night's rest. Yes.
What's
the
the
DC? DC's low. It's 10.
Okay.
I didn't want it impossible, but I want it to be a constant thing each evening.
Each
Eventually-
evening? Why?
Eventually,
Mm.
you're fighting off the cold.
And it's if we're near a
It's
fire.
chilly out
chilly
here.
out here.
You're trying to find
Technically,
rest.
Bart said they were fighting the cold.
Huh?
Bart said they were fighting the cold.
She didn't spend the night with him though. After the fighting.
That's true. He actually never went back to bed afterwards.
Well,
Because we got woken up.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Ran
oh,
out
you
on
were
you?
the-
No,
I was like,
we ran out on each
She
other.
ran out on him.
You all begin to wake up.
Fought a bunch of fucking
Set the
ghosts
record
acting like
straight.
you were like sneaking away. Like a bunch of ghosts showed up.
That's
A
true.
bunch of ghosts.
Exactly.
Fuck up, boy.
It was very amicable.
I'm going ghost. I did.
Oh, almost. Actually, going ghost went in you.
Yeah, the ghost was in you.
I'm going professor.
The ghost was in me all along.
I hate
Ain't that true for everyone? All right. You all proceed to begin to wake up. Elves, you of course naturally would be first.
I'm gonna sleep in.
All right.
The standard.
Yep.
Classic Kylus.
I've changed the summer.
Yes, officially now.
Yeah. I'll wake up, I guess, and I'm gonna I'm gonna try and find a high point. Get like a lay of the surroundings. Just
There's
see
a
what's going
constructed
on.
rampart that you can climb up to. You actually see a number of the ringing spears are up there, including Bartolomea.
Okay. head up there. And while I'm around, I'll also keep an eye out for Anya.
Okay. Roll perception.
They're really bad down. I'm like, what's your name? What's your name? And then I was like, there was a joke on your knees. Got it.
Why are you so sexual, Dan?
It's Valentine's Day.
That's why.
It was like the first joke that we made as soon as we met
It
her.
really was.
No, I think it was all you.
10.
10. You're still kind of rubbing the sleep out of your eyes, climbing up to the top. You do get a very gorgeous view across the snow-capped tree line that is present before here. Yeah, nothing really catches your eyes per se, though. But you have a beautiful view this morning. The sky is clouded currently. It is gray across, but nothing seems to be falling.
Okay.
You walk up, Bart looks to you and gives you a nod. You notice there are some decent bags under his eyes.
I thought you were gonna say glitter.
Kind of wish I had now. But that's
Fall off.
I imagine it does.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep all right after the evening's stresses?
Well enough, I suppose. I benefit from not having to sleep quite as long as most. However, you look like you could get some Chardonnay.
I'm scouting currently. I am mapping out the path that we will travel. We must leave.
Yes, that's very much a given, which is unfortunate. We would have liked to explore more of that underground chamber.
Jeez,
Dude, these pauses. Come on.
I'd like to explore more of your underground chamber.
Now who's being sexual?
I will say.
You're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
I will say I did not get nearly as much as I had hoped for.
Well, I may not be able to scout a path, but I can at least keep an eye on things for you.
I've already drawn it out. I'm just making sure nothing changes.
Oh, do you have actual like?
Sorry, drawn it out in my head. I haven't seen fit to leave just yet.
I'm gonna pull out a book, piece of paper from my book, and just.
It would be easier if I actually had the map that is at the top of the tower.
I draw the map of the tower.
Perfectly. Go ahead and make me a general dexterity check. While you may remember it, let's see how good your artistry skills
At
are.
advantage?
No.
11.
The fact that 11, it's decent. Yeah, it's passable. It's clear like where the mountain is.
Some shorthand.
Yeah, there's some shorthand. It probably doesn't represent distance perfectly, but you're like, yeah, this is the general layout of the area. He's just like, shit. Okay. Takes that, begins to draw out his course, draws in a couple extra square buildings. That is the ruins where I found my abilities. As far as I know, there are no threats there, and Gregor doesn't know that we're there, or that we've been there.
Are there more ruins like this spread about the area?
I wouldn't be surprised, but not that I'm aware of. These are the only two we know of.
Okay. Well, there could be some benefit to investigating any if we happen to come across them while we travel forward.
Diving further down, yes.
I mean,
Though, getting these civilians to safety is my first priority.
absolutely. I very much agree. This whole... This whole thing has me very bothered. How much do you know about this Gregor and his power and capabilities?
He kept most of it secretive. We
Figures.
knew he commanded authority, but I did not know he wielded a weapon. He summoned it out of thin air, as if, well, he was a witch. But he had a devout group of followers for a very long time who did his bidding, worked in secrecy, but our city was strong. It was fine. We fought off the things that knocked at our walls and gates, but I'm not sure. Something snapped or switched or changed in him. He wasn't a likable individual, kept to himself, but not openly hostile as far as I know. I didn't interact with him very much, but what I saw of him at parties, and he'd show up, he'd greet, he'd leave.
Right. Well, thank you, and I will see if I can help or assist in any way that I can of making sure that whatever path we take forward goes smoothly.
When the rest of your companions wake up, specifically Wolfgang, Anya would like to see them at the top of the tower. A bit of cardio to wake up.
Sounds good. Is she awake already?
I believe so, yes.
Well, if you're staying here, I may go see her now, but if you do really want to get some rest, I can take your post for at least a moment.
A day without sleep is not a stranger to me.
Fair enough. I'll leave from there and make my way up the tower.
He continues to gaze outward. I would say roughly about this time. Nesta,
Mm-hmm.
you begin to stir.
Okay.
What would you like to do as you rustle awake?
Where am I?
I don't know, where are you?
I probably went back to wherever the group was making camp after the battle.
There's part of that ramshackle hut that was nearby where you guys did do a fair bit of fighting in. You wake up and Frognan is nestled into Wolfgang
Cute.
currently.
I think I'm gonna try and find a quiet place to meditate and pray.
Alright.
So, wherever that would be. Just
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check real quick.
5.
5.
This place is
As you're looking about, there are
your sleep.
you see a number of ringing spears who are still collecting a few bodies who had perished that evening from some of the ghosts and shadows that had taken some souls. They're collecting the bodies and bringing them outside the gate, piling them up.
I'll go bless some of the bodies and just help guide them on to the next
As you
plane.
approach, they kind of, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm of the Temple of Lunaris in Leminsa. I just wanted to give them their lost rights.
I think they're perfectly fine. We don't need any extra magic on them.
Oh, it's not magic. I just want to help their souls go to the next place.
Roll a persuasion check.
15.
Kind of looks around. Don't tell anyone I let you. Kind of offers a bit of a younger woman, probably in her 15s, currently with a restful face on. No visible wounds, but muscle atrophy has definitely taken over. It almost looks like the muscle was sucked out of her body.
Way to die.
That is an awful way to die.
It's very familiar.
I won't put magic on her, but I'll just kind of give her the rites of the temple to guide her soul.
Does it work?
I think so.
Continues walking on.
Okay. I'm just gonna take time and do that with the bodies around.
Okay. After a couple of them saw, they kind of let you if you offer, but they don't seek you out.
Yeah.
Per se.
Today's the day of the full moon, so I'm very
Yes, it is.
spiritual.
Feeling very spiritual today. My aura has never been pinker. Regwin,
What up?
you begin to stir ever so slightly, waking up. The cold catching, but you found at least enough time to fall into unconsciousness and shrug it off. Feeling well rested, but the cold does greet you. It's a little familiar.
With the cold?
Mm-hmm.
It's familiar?
Mm-hmm. Thinking back to some of your time, you spent plenty of time in the frost and snow of the winter courts.
So it ain't nothing.
Not really.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, let's see. We kicked some ghost ass last night. I heard a little bit. I did a little bit of spying, right?
You did a little bit of spying.
A little. What do you call it?
Remind me, Professor and Frognan, you guys were having a conversation after you came out of the tower. What were you guys talking about again?
I believe I was talking about how I think the source of the curse of the Frost Wilds is sealed in the tower.
True. You overheard that.
Okay.
I had her hiding.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Okay, well, I'll probably get up and look around and... Do I see where Kylus is? Is he around?
Not currently, no.
No?
You do know that when the fight happened, he had descended from the top of the tower. He had jumped off and teleported down.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up the tower, see if I can find Kylus.
Okay. You begin to climb this many steps designed initially for giant feet.
Yeah, but I don't want to fly.
Okay. Flying's dope, dude.
Climbing up to the very top, you see Kylus, probably currently still resting.
Yeah, it might be. Could I like see my feet hanging off like the roof?
Yeah, just like right at the edge, kind of arms crossed, deep in rest. What you do see across the way, though, is Anya is sitting at her table with a couple of her nightingales nearby. 2 of them. Currently looking over some sort of parchment. The nightingales look to you and give you a stare.
Like a sexy stare or like a
Well, it is a check.
intimidating stare?
Definitely a sexy stare. It's Valentine's Day.
19.
19. I don't know what gets you going,
Yeah, you do.
but this is very much wait. Wait where you are.
Okay, I see that, and I kind of shrug it off, and I just kind of go sit next to his feet are dangling off.
Mm-hmm.
Just go sit next to Kylus with my feet dangling off,
Hearing that too.
waiting for him to
Yeah.
wake up.
It's like a
That sounds
buzzing.
fun.
Sounds
I don't
like
know what you're
someone's
talking
phone
about.
is ringing.
Nothing.
It stopped. Sorry.
I'm awake, so.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry, Kaius is sleeping right now. Whoever you are, please be on your merry way.
Sleeping? You're not fooling me, Kylus.
Would fooled old Rainwood.
What a fooled old Rangway.
All right, that's how people do it, I guess. You gotta go find a fish to make a deal.
Better find a barrel.
Don't mind
Fish in
me.
a barrel. I'll sit up. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Well, nothing much. I just wanted to, come up and see what was going on, but these broads over here are giving me the not right now glance, so.
So specific.
It's just the not right now glance.
You look
No.
over, there are 2 of them who are just staring at you too.
That look.
That's quite definitely not right now, look. Would you want to talk to him anyways? Why did you want to talk to him anyways?
I'm not really trying to talk to anybody. I'm just,
Hanging out up here?
having a morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Still acting like the old you and the new you.
What do you mean the new me?
I do.
You mean the old me?
Yeah, the old you. I think everyone's well aware of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite obvious.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm not that person anymore.
Oh, that's fair. Well, they're gonna ask questions sooner or later. You either better get real good at lying, which I have a sneaking suspicion you might be pretty good at, or tell them the truth.
What would you do in my shoes?
I wouldn't tell them anything.
That's rich coming from you.
Yeah, if you want to make it easy on yourself, that's all I'm saying.
Make it easy on myself by telling them the truth? Can I have my memories back?
Yeah, I suppose. But that's why I told you yesterday that I was like, hey, they're on to you.
What do you mean by on to me?
Oh my god.
You think they suspect that I have my memories back?
I think they suspect you're acting weird and they want to know why. This group is not too fond of secrets, trust me, I'm well aware.
I'm just a little more sure of myself. I don't feel like I'm acting that differently. What, I'm not simpering in the back wondering what to do and taking everyone's word for...
Yeah, that about covers it. Why don't you want to tell them anyways? I mean, I love being in on a secret, I really do. But why?
Well, I'm not a very open person, Kylus.
That's weird, I could imagine that.
I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore.
Aren't you after a book?
Well, I was, but now I'm in the Frost Wilds. I'm still trying to go with the flow.
That's fair. Maybe the book's around here somewhere. Or it's in that tower. In the Underdark. Totally unguarded. But who really knows? I mean,
Oh, shit.
the book is my old mission. I don't know that I've already failed in that mission.
it's true. What's your mom done in the past when you failed? Have you failed?
Rarely.
Yeah, that's impressive.
But I doubt she'll be very happy.
Rangwin, you recall usually being locked in a dungeon for a number of days on end without food or water.
Cool. Cool mom.
You sure of that?
I told you she wasn't very happy.
Usually when you're let out, though, you get the biggest feast of your life.
Should we eat 2 bites of because you can barely eat anything.
Well, I do have one very important question. I've heard rumors the Queen of Air and Darkness. Is she quite lovely? Vision of beauty and terror, they say.
That puts it pretty succinctly.
Lovely.
Most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on.
Even more than Nesta.
There it is.
Waiting for that.
They have a different appeal.
Good save.
Does the current you still have the same draw to her?
Well, let's just say I won't be bumbling anymore around her, but I'm waiting. I'm biding my time.
Waiting for the proper moment to strike.
And strike I will.
You sneaky folk are good at that.
I don't know, though. She's so sweet and bubbly and full of glitter.
As incredibly interesting as this conversation is, I am trying to focus. If you would like to have this conversation, please descend down the stairs, as Anya pipes in, as one of the nightingales has just been whispering into her ear this whole time.
My apologies, Anya. You want to let us know what you're working on?
Not yet.
You let us know when you don't have the fuck off look on your face and we'll come inside. It's still there, isn't it?
Yes,
I can feel it
Uh-huh.
staring through the roof.
I have mastered this look.
Should we on our way?
I suppose.
Alright, I'll jump off the tower.
As you begin to descend downwards, we come to Wolfgang. As you are waking up, you kind of roll to the side and someone flops out of your arms ever so slightly. Your mistress of the evening.
Mistress of my many evenings.
Meow.
Wolfgang kind of like opens his eyes, sees Frogman.
I'm kneading your chest.
You're decidedly not. But I immediately start shaking
Can't
you
get
awake.
through all that hair.
Frogman.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I had a rough night.
Yeah, we all had a rough night.
Yeah.
His eyes are incredibly bloodshot. They're dilated.
Kind of
The
like
bags under his eyes sink in further. You can almost make out the distinction of his eye socket.
snapping at you, making you look me in the eyes.
There's a little bit of a delay on everything.
What's your deal?
Boink boink.
I don't fucking know. I need to find Nesta.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. You burst out into your current space, looking about. You see
Holding you.
Nessa is just finishing up doing what seems like a bit of a blessing on one of the bodies that is being gathered.
Running towards her with you in my holding you like a
Locked
child,
arms.
Like a baby
It's just like, oh god, they're gonna throw up. They're gonna throw up.
Basically, if something's wrong, I'm just like, hey, take him to Nesta.
Fix it.
Please change him.
Running up. Hey, hey,
Hi.
here.
It's broken.
I put him
Here.
down.
You okay?
Did you have any dreams last night?
No. Why? What'd you hear?
Oh dear.
I want to make sure I pull into a private area.
Sure. Yeah, you move away from some of the rest of the ringing spears
Uh-huh.
and away from any people who are waking up and starting to begin their day, even some of them morning.
Yeah, just the trio of us, unless one of these guys is close by. I'll pull in one of these if they're close by, otherwise just the three of us.
With everyone kind of tackling their own thing, you rolled really low on your perception check. I would say it's just you three.
Okay. I had a dream or a vision or a hallucination or something. I'm worried about your dad. Can you look in on him?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
I just... I don't know if I want to tell you beforehand. It might be nothing.
It's vague.
I'll tell you. I just don't want to get your worries up.
Oh, all right.
Give him a
No,
shout.
I'll send him a message. I'll send him sending.
Kind of like still staring at you.
Can you look at him instead?
I suppose I could. You think that's more important than talking to him?
Are you worried he's in danger?
Maybe.
Nesta, your stomach begins to sink a bit as you recall your chest burning the night before.
Okay. I'll scry on him.
Activating your sigil, Professor. As you're heading down the stairs, you begin to feel the burning
Well, no, I was
sensation.
going up the stairs
Well,
to get
you
to
were heading down the ramparts.
Oh, okay.
And then heading towards the main stairs. But you do, like, halfway to the stairs, you start to feel that burn
Happy
in
full
your chest.
moon.
That sting, that sting.
Son of a bitch!
Nesta, your head is rocked back. Your eyesight launched up into the sky, traveling rapidly, jerkingly, off towards a mountain range before centering in, hanging on the mountainside. Head down, arms out. The front of their chests peeled open.
So it did happen.
is your father.
Oh my god.
Roll me a quick Arcana check.
6.
Nothing. He hangs there. Head down, his bit of long hair, grayish and white, obscuring his face ever so slightly.
Can I see anything else?
Roll a perception check at disadvantage. Pulling your gaze away from the intended subject is a hard thing to do.
8.
8. You're transfixed. You think of wanting to do it, but you're worried
You
it will make
have
it worse.
advantage. It should have been a straight roll.
That's true. I'll allow you to just do a new reroll. Just a singular roll.
Fucking worse.
We'll run with the 8 then, at the very least. That moment of wanting to look away, but it's the watching of a train wreck. It's too terrible to turn away from.
He's not breathing.
Hard to tell through a vision. I will allow a medicine check at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're not there to really check on his vitals.
Too many dice.
Make some space.
Oh,
Holy shit.
God.
9.
Stressful.
9. It's the anxiety, that adrenaline is starting to pick up and pump in, and your vision, you don't know if it's the spell, the nature of the spell, or just the adrenaline kicking in, but your vision is just like starting to shake and get blurry.
Okay, I'll break the spell.
Bringing yourself back to this moment.
Well. Oh, shit. What's going on?
So I saw Zeke and Nalana. I don't know what happened, but their sigils are gone.
Victor has them.
They've been carved out. Victor is at the vault beneath the mountain. Wolfgang, I told you I would follow you anywhere, and we are at your home right now. Tell us where to go.
Yeah. All right, here's what we're going to do.
I would say around this point, if you wanted to come to the group, you would arrive by this point.
If I see them grouped up, then
Yes.
yeah,
you
I would head towards them.
With your level of investigation, it's easy enough to find them.
Yeah.
Are we heading the same place?
This is all kind of transpiring while you guys were having that conversation. They're having it separate times.
Nesta, I think he might be living. Remember when we talked to Nalana the other day? And she had been captured. He may have found a way to strip a sigil from a living being.
Oh, I've walked into a terrible conversation.
Word vomit. Catch
Vomit,
you up.
You are now caught up.
He might be living.
I need a moment, and I'm going to step aside, and I'm going to cast Sending and try and talk to him.
Okay.
Please tell me you're alive. Please tell me you're alive.
No response.
Okay. This is great. This is good.
You told us about Nalana when we did ascending to her.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was yesterday, I believe.
Nesta, where do you think that mountain is?
Can I have no idea.
Retroactively, roll me a survival check with advantage. You've grown up in this space for a very long time. You've seen a lot of different maps within the area.
Hard to read dice through tears. 11.
11.
God.
I'm gonna throw my dice away too.
It would be rough for anyone else, but you grew up in this area. It doesn't isolate the area, but it is the Serpent Mountains. In terms of the trajectory that your scry sent you, it's further south. The mountains are familiar. Where? That's a tough one. Though you do think to your find location spell.
Oh, I can locate.
You could, or find the path.
I could do find the path, yeah?
It would at least guide you in the right way if you knew what you were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's weeks
Okay.
away from here.
Here's my plan. We send my mother, brother, friend, everybody to meet up with your people.
Mhm.
The two groups come together, head to Talev. The 6 of us jailbreak our friends, get the airship, and go. We come back and deal with this later.
We can get there faster with the airship, even
there's-
with that detour.
There's no possible way we can get there in any time short of a month.
Yes, it would. Yeah,
Well,
at
on
least
our-
that.
on
And who
foot.
knows what havoc could be wrought between then?
How far are we from the city proper?
Half a day, something like that.
I
I think this is the only option we have. Can you do ascending to Victoria?
I didn't sleep. All I saw all night was this dream on a loop.
I'll send her.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Find out if she's alive and where she's at.
Okay,
Hi, it's Nesta. Are you alive? Where you at? We're coming to get you.
that. I send it to her.
A bit of a moment passes before you
I'll
feel
help you fix it.
something return. Twisting and turning, shifting and shaking. In this new state, my soul for the taking. And it repeats until it runs out.
Oh, she's being fucked with by what's his face.
So her father has her. Okay.
And you swear you can hear somewhere in there.
I would relay that to Wolfgang.
Detour on the detour. You three and Renglin work on the jailbreak. Kylos and I are gonna go kill my father-in-law.
Is that wise?
That's where she is. I'm not leaving without her.
Is it wise to split up, though?
We have a very big mission ahead of us right now, and the most important thing isn't, frankly, Victoria. The most important thing is getting that ship and getting out of here. So, Kylos is always good at getting away. I'm not worried about him. And if I die in this, I die in this. Such is life. But you guys need to get to the vault, one way or the other. With me or without me.
Wolfgang, I met with Bart this morning, and he mentioned that once you are awake, you should bring all of us to your mother. And I think that if we want this plan to go off, she's the one to talk to.
Let's go. And he just immediately starts walking towards the tower.
I follow.
As I walk by Nesta, I kind of like put my hand on your shoulder and
Yeah, I'm
give you a
gonna-
squeeze.
Put my hand on your shoulder, too.
Thanks, guys.
As you begin to make your way to the base of the tower, you see two figures beginning to descend. Just falling.
I kind of see them. Hey! Back up!
Wings out.
Back up you go.
In shoes.
Oh, by the way, I've switched off of the boots to the shield.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to the ground and see if there's any remnants of the shadows.
Okay. You can roll either perception or perception, survival, or investigation. All useful in trying to track or locate.
I think I should fill them in.
I mean, I don't think Kylos came with.
Oh, thank
Nope.
God.
I went back up.
We'll fill you in when we catch up to you. Then.
Investigation. 9.
9. Nah, these things seem to burst and disappear. And who's to say what happens after sunlight arises too?
I'll just kind of look around the area still.
Okay.
Spend some time doing that.
Bodies are being collected and mounted.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, they're starting to burn the corpses.
Okay.
It's a great way of making sure they don't come back.
Smart.
You all begin to ascend the tower, meeting up at the top. The Nightingales notice most of you are here and will move to the side. One brushes on your shoulder, who taps their pen and turns and looks to you all.
I'll teleport inside shortly after.
Up there,
Mm-hmm.
just appearing in shadow. Suffering. In your mind.
Did they catch me up first, or are we talking?
I would say as you guys are climbing the steps, it's a nice long climb.
I wasn't climbing the steps.
You could float with them.
Floating with us.
Unless you just want to be ahead of them. If not, there won't be catching up until you guys get up there.
Yeah, I mean, I just went back up to the top.
Okay.
Told me to go back up to the top.
You all send up there.
Here's the old wrangler again.
Face value.
So they haven't caught me up yet.
Not
If
yet.
Anya's about to talk, okay.
Yeah.
Mother, you needed us.
Yes, please come and sit down.
We do not have much time, so then we sit down anyways. Or I sit down anyways.
Yeah, she gave that look of like, the fuck you just said?
As I said it, Wolfgang kind of was like, oh,
Sit down, take your
that's
shoes
my,
off.
that's my mom. Sorry, mommy.
Mother.
I understand time is short. We have a couple of different decisions to be making today. We do need to leave,
Yes,
and we need to leave before nightfall
yes.
for different reasons. There is a storm approaching from the south,
Oh, good.
and we don't want to be caught in a blizzard while trying to move about.
Oh,
So
that sounds lovely. Everything just keeps getting better.
it does, doesn't it?
A great day.
There are a couple of different options that I see available for us. And let me pull up my notes, because I wrote this down. I have gathered a few different reports, a bit of information, as you are no doubt heading further forward rather quickly. You have 2 potential options before heading to Nekrovska, unless you wish to bypass it all entirely, which is an option, but leaves you vulnerable to being flanked from behind should Nekrovska somehow call for reinforcements. I recommend a more front approach, but it would be it would take time approaching from that way. You have Broska Tower. It is a fort, military establishment. My scouts, my nightingales, have reported gatherings in the sky, dark shadows, accompanied by the sound of crows cawing. And one in particular shakes the sky and the ground with its own caws.
Dragon-sized crow beast.
That is what Marsha believes, yes. Your secondary option, you can head to the small town to the northwest. New, run-of-the-mill, though a large force of militia are out there. Some of your ringing spears who were taken away, being led by Marius. He
Okay.
seems to have gained some new and potent abilities. Tethers of shadow, strange and unusual. Nekrovsky itself seems to be deserted, and now I know where all of our civilians are.
Do you think Marius still holds a grudge?
I think his grudge has transformed, and I think Gregor has preyed on his invalid mind,
Okay.
warping him into something he probably does not want to be, but is too consumed and blinded.
I think we're getting raided.
Yeah, Legend of Evangelist is rating us right now.
Oh. Again?
Yeah. Let's go. If we want to.
You caught us in the middle of trauma.
Yeah. We're doing war plans.
Things are terrible right now.
Things are terrible.
These are
Yeah.
bad.
Dominic's making it worse.
In the frozen north.
Yep.
Suffering.
Who's this Marius person?
Marius is the older brother of a boy I killed 15 years ago, let's say.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, and Marius had set the whole thing up in the first place.
It was his fault.
So, but it's not that like he will ever face any justice outside of me crushing his skull, but
If you're wanting to head straight to Nekrovskia, there are some things you should know about the space. The tower is heavily guarded. The Baronov clock tower. If it's being heavily guarded, it is holding something of importance.
it's holding Victoria.
I would not be surprised.
Nesta spoke with her in her mind. She's there. Her father is there. We have a problem. We have a problem. We have to leave, essentially. Or at least most of us. I do not think liberation of Nekrovsky is going to happen today, tomorrow, this week. I have a plan.
Never mind, keep going.
Do you have
I
something
mean,
to pipe in with?
seems like our plans have changed, so.
We'll have to tell you in a second.
Alright.
It involves Victor.
As do
course it
most
does.
things.
So, I have an idea to send you and everyone here south? South?
South.
It's not a
South.
good idea right now.
Apparently into a blizzard, which is just great how that works out, and meet up with my friend here's people who are also in need of, I guess, a new place.
They're less than a day away.
Yes. My thoughts are, if you can beat the storm, you can get to their home, which is underground. You have less fear for the weather, you can ride out the storm, and then you go further south to Taliv, while the rest of us go rescue my brother, my wife, our friends, our ship, and go solve our other problem.
Clinking in armor ascending the stairs, Bartholomew. I don't believe that is what is going to happen. He is armed, shield, spear out, completely geared up. I will get these people to safety. I will get the civilians safe and accounted for and cared for. But my ringing spears will be following you all into whatever fight it is you head towards. Whichever one you choose, I will go to the other. Occupy multiple forces. They can't call for reinforcement if they don't have anyone to help them.
Okay, well,
Tactically, it makes sense.
None of this makes sense.
And I have 48 strong. We only lost 2 last night.
So we're not going to Nekrovskia?
We will fill you in once this conversation is done.
it's complicated and it just got much, much more complicated.
Be along for the ride then.
As
Vanya
usual.
looks to you all. I will give you good time to decide what it is you would like to do, but take no more than an hour. No
Okay.
more than an hour. If you could decide faster, that would be good.
I feel we could probably decide in 5 minutes, but give me 5 minutes.
Of
And I
course,
pull everybody outside, including Bart.
Bart will follow.
Nesta, do you want to tell them?
Word vomit.
If you don't want to,
I mean, it was your vision.
Victor Ravencroft visited me in a dream last night, and Zeeg has been captured and stripped of his sigil. And his body remains beneath the Serpentine Mountains.
Well, that wasn't all in your vision.
So too did fucking
Alana.
No.
so too did Nalana.
You tell us about Glenn too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That nightmare.
Yeah. Glenn's he's not himself or something.
He did have this like 1,000-yard stare when you saw him in the vision.
Yeah.
Well, will say, with the spell Dream, I only have parts of it right now, but I'm hoping to learn it soon. They can shape reality to whatever they want it to be.
Nesta looked.
I scried.
Who?
My father.
What about the others?
I didn't see the others, but
But Victor is at the vault. If we don't get there as fast as humanly possible, not only will there potentially be no hope for family, but no hope for the safety of the weapon.
We don't want that.
Yes, we need to go there.
Well,
Sooner than later.
is it the best idea for these two to go there?
Kind of delivering the last 2 sigils on a silver platter.
I mean, we go there, we kill him, we have all the sigils, we open the vault.
Or we go there, he kills us, he has all the sigils, he opens the vault.
Yeah.
hasn't he already opened the vault?
He needs all the sigils to open the vault, unless he can make his way past the other.
As you
Don't
recall,
believe that
the sigil that he needed to open the gate to enter the vault was Nalana's sigil, the unlock
Unlocking
sigil.
one.
He has unlocked.
The other sigils are usually used to navigate the trials and traps that are inside.
But
the
with
vault.
enough strength, he might be able to do it himself.
That is what Zeke has claimed. If you are strong enough on your own, you could potentially get past it all.
You said he was putting the sigils on Glenn, right?
Yeah, right?
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like they were grafted to his chest.
If that's the case, he's probably sending Glenn in to test it.
Yes. That's his
he has
most sensible
unlock
thing.
and protection, and then all of his power, which, quite honestly, could very easily include scrying and location abilities, disintegration and other offensive abilities, and whatever the Sigil of Flight grants.
He has that one as well?
Oh, that's the only one that is currently unaccounted for.
If he had everything he needed, why would he appear in Frognan's dream?
I think Victor's too careful. I think he's going to use Glenn as a test subject. Test out getting into the vault. And if it doesn't look easy enough for him, he'll be coming for the rest of us.
I'm not saying we shouldn't
Or he is baiting us to come
Go
to
and-
him.
try and save your father, but
There's no point.
I've never heard of clearer bait.
Oh, he's just gloating.
Professor, go ahead and roll me a straight intelligence check. If you want to tactical assess this, I will allow it. It's not attached to a specific ability, though.
Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see
Big numbers.
Big numbers do intelligence?
Mhm.
27.
Victor did assimilate to a beholder. You imagine there could have been a shift of personality as part of that as well.
I kind of stop and... Beholders. Beholders, they're arrogant. Clearly, obviously, I don't know how all of this works, but if Victor's soul melded with the soul or the body of a beholder, it could potentially take on its traits. Beholders are
Obnoxious.
obnoxious, that's to put it very lightly, xenophobic, paranoid, and absurdly arrogant, thinking themselves the greatest things in all of creation.
Could explain why the dream came to you, Frogman.
I think, trap or not, there's worth in finding the vault and ensuring its safety at the very least.
And if we do nothing, what happens if he does get in and then gets whatever he wants? Whatever's laid in there on top of that meteor.
Does this not feel like when we were leaving Voxstrom, though?
But we're so much stronger than we were in
We're
Voxstrom.
still not that much stronger.
I think we're at the point now where those that are lost to us need not stay lost forever.
But aren't we choosing one pair of loved ones over another?
We get Victoria and we go, right?
And
Whose
Cable.
loved ones do we compromise?
My people. But they're resilient. You know a thing about that. They will survive this.
We get those that are close to us now that can help us.
And then it's a race to the vault.
If this is a trap, which it assuredly is, I think we trigger the trap.
Mhm.
He is expecting us to
Trigger the trap.
plan. Well, I would argue he is expecting us to do a bunch of nonsense to work around it, to outthink him. Let's not. He's a thinker. Let's just do.
And I'm close. I'm so close to unlocking transportation. I just need a little bit longer to study. If there is a witch around here that may have been looked upon favorably, there are spells like we saw in his lair, Gallifrax's lair. I think I could get us back here once we take care of the immediate need.
Perfect. So that is the plan then?
Did you guys share the plan did you share the plan yet?
I did when we were all talking with
Okay.
Anya.
Yeah.
So we're going after Victoria.
So the plan is to go, but to get the airship, right?
Yeah, get Victoria, get the airship, get out.
Just to
We are
Okay,
going
I'm
to
back to
Cable.
Ra-
We're getting Cable.
cable, that's what I was going to say.
we're going to
Oh yes, we will need a
The-
decent crew to help pilot the ship.
With or without Avery.
the 6 of us.
Sorry, that looked full.
The 6 of us will save Victoria and probably all the other women that he is torturing and experimenting on. I will kill my father-in-law, and then Bartush, you will take your men, get our ship back. Get my brother.
It would be nice to ring spears with him once more.
Absolutely.
Hanson? No.
Why Hanson? I don't understand.
Spears in.
Ah.
Ah.
I'm just joking.
I-
Don't-
Oh.
Cut that away.
Ugh.
Poke somebody's eye out.
Why do I feel ashamed?
He's good at that.
Where's Victoria being held?
She is in the Baron of her family's clock tower. That is where her father experiments and does fun, twisted, horrific things to people, like he did to her apparently.
Over the years, it has since stopped chiming and has become a bit of a temporary airport for the very few airships that do make their landing there.
Would our airship be there by
It
chance?
would have, yes. It would have landed up top. If it was expected and welcomed, they would have landed at that clock tower.
There's a good chance that our ship will be there as well.
Okay.
So in that case, you go to the prison, let's say, right? What do we got?
I'm not entirely mobile at the moment. I need to get everyone to safety. I will be behind you all,
Excellent.
but I will bring reinforcements as soon as I can.
Okay. So we report back to your mother, and then split for the clock tower.
I think that is the move.
Let's beat this storm too.
Bring these. Can you draw him a map to find the
Oh, he already did.
the place where his people are?
Oh,
Are going to Talos?
No.
The entrance to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Um,
hands you the map.
I'm
Keep
gonna
it secret.
I'm gonna kind of
Keep
be
it
like
safe.
in.
I love that play.
I'm gonna be kind of like lost in thought as you're saying that, and sure.
Yes.
Like the map.
Yes. A little further than I had hoped, but not bad.
His people are very nice. They are going to be very scared of you.
Frogman Dirtfist. That's my name.
What a name.
My family is the leadership there.
Excellent. Do you have something that could prove that is owned by you?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Some sort of symbol, signaturing your noble?
We don't have nobles. I'm the closest thing.
What?
Turns out not everybody is like us.
It's more of a silk situation.
Yeah. What I will do is I will.
I don't know if I like you yet.
Oh, you would.
It'll take you a long time to understand.
I will
to know that.
tear a page out of my spellbook.
Ooh.
And in my wizardly quill, in my ink, I'll write a note that I will actually write in a moment, and I'll
Sure, okay.
and I'll give it to you over the break or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it will probably be a gnomish, would be my guess.
Oh. Which he does know how to
Yeah,
read and
actually-
speak English.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I know with my memories back that I
Yes.
remember I have a sister.
Yes.
But have I connected that Lalana is my sister? Do you think
Yes.
I know that?
Yes.
I know now that
You
Lalana is my
know
sister.
that without a doubt. Your younger sister, when you were once human, or sorry, your older sister, when you were once human, was her name was Nalana.
It's human.
Wait, is Nalana Fae or human?
Human.
Okay, just
Human.
So basic. So basic.
Okay.
Just like.
Mm.
Does he realize that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably before you.
Well, it was so little when I got taken that I'm trying to.
All right, go tell your mother. I will be wrapping people up and shipping this out.
I will take care of this. And I go in.
There's a brief moment as Bartholomew is leaving where he kind of locks eyes with you and stay safe.
You too. I try and give him a smile, but I'm very not happy.
I imagine it is like the most dead smile.
Who has the highest passive insight?
Her.
Mine's 14, but
And
I am
and
also
left the
not
scene.
paying attention to the
Yeah,
map.
yeah. Your
Damn it.
brain is elsewhere.
I'm gonna take insight.
I'm gonna be good at everything.
Kyle's just
Go,
like,
monkey.
She's pretty close to fucking good at everything.
That's true. That's true. That's rogues, baby.
Yeah.
Rogue.
All right.
Mhm.
You meet up with Anya.
Mother, this is my plan.
That is a absolutely shit plan.
I know,
but
right?
I don't think I have any way of stopping you. So
Do you have any advice that can change my mind at this moment?
no.
Excellent.
Ship plans are kind of our bread and butter.
You were not there,
Why not?
because I went in to talk to her by myself.
Oh, that's true. You
Let
did.
me have a moment
we
with
we
my
talk
mother.
about that as a group.
Yeah. What we're best at.
She stands up, hugs you.
I give her a big old hug for a long time. She's my mommy.
Oh.
You get your brother back.
Well, he will be safe and sound. And I will kill Alexei Baranov as well.
He's a shit man.
He has it coming a long time.
Mhm.
And hopefully rescue some of your girls as well.
That would be great.
We'll do our best.
She kind of cups your face.
Hunch down. She's not that short, actually.
She's a little shorter than you.
Yeah.
I don't want to think what this has in store for us, but this could behoove us as a family.
I need you to be more specific.
Power will shift in our favor.
Oh,
We can do some
absolutely.
true good for the city.
Politics.
that is the end game with this.
She kisses you on the forehead. Be strong.
I will, mother.
She starts packing her stuff. The nightingales flock in, bringing more items to pack away. And as you look down below, everyone else is starting to pack their stuff up. It's time to move. What are you guys up to?
Before we get going,
I come out at this point.
just a quick note. I got all my memories back, so.
I walk in as you say that.
Oh!
Excuse me.
Whoa!
No big deal.
Lunaris above!
That's amazing.
That's wild.
I'm gonna
Insight check. Disadvantage.
I couldn't think
'Cause
of
I
the
love
best
'em.
time to tell
Actually,
you.
pretty fucking good.
I know we have a lot going
That was a
on.
joke insight check, but.
But
Deception, dirty 12.
Who are you?
I'm the same Rengwin you know and love. Just, I remember a lot. It doesn't seem important right now with everything going
It's a
on.
little important.
Yeah, but that's so fucking cool. We need a bright spot in times like this.
What is your mother's name?
That's what you want to know? My mother's name?
What's important other than family?
My notes. My notes.
I'm giving
That's
you
important.
I have it written
His,
down,
his
too,
notes
but-
are important.
Which mother?
I know, that's what I'm trying to decide right now.
That's true, you've had a couple.
your natural born mother.
I didn't say that out loud.
I'm putting a period on the sentence here.
I remember my mother. Why do you need her name?
Just curious.
What was my natural born mother's name?
That's a great question.
I have it. written
That's a
down.
great question.
Get those notes, Dominic, get those notes.
I'm gonna say.
I have
it
asked
right
a question
now.
that has derailed this whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Fantastic.
all this plot. What's my mom's name?
Your mother's name is Jana.
No, it's Aphidora.
Perfect. I'm making stuff up. Why are you asking me if you know it? Look at your
You
notes.
want to pull her notes out.
My
don't
mother's
you know
name was
everything?
Aphidora.
I pulled up your reference sheet and there was nothing. I was like, shit.
My father's name was Bastion, and I have a sister.
Oh, I do have that sister.
Her name is Nalana.
Nalana, like the one that we met.
Yes.
The one who was taken prisoner by Victor.
Wait,
The one that we'll save.
That's wild.
wait. Family.
Bro, how are you rolling these killer just
I need to do something. And I'm going to step away from the group.
Oh.
Right.
That was weird.
That was weird. Okay. That makes sense now. Thank
I'm
you.
happy for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Yes, it's very exciting to remember a family that is now in grave peril.
We will
I'm
save them.
sort of happy for you.
If it makes you feel better. Most of our families are in grave peril right now.
Does it make you feel better?
Yours or mine?
Doesn't make me feel better.
Hers. Fair enough.
On this horribly depressing note, Ness, can I borrow you for a minute?
Yes.
Alright. Cool if we fly away.
One moment, everyone.
Oh my God. Incredible. As you begin to pull away from the main group, Professor, where are you off to?
I'm just like stepping 50 feet off to the side or something. I'm not like going around a corner or anything.
Sure, yeah, you're getting a bit of space.
Yeah. Is there some...
Thinking room.
All right. Let's see. There, 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 there.
Threads.
He's Charlie Kelly with the red string right now.
This is back to like episode 2.
I see it a little differently. I see it more ethereal in nature. Like it's these strings of these autumn-colored threads just swooping as he keeps like counting and swirling, just as his mind imagines these connections forming through.
I need to go to my mind palace.
Yeah,
Kinda,
that's,
yeah.
that's a beautiful
I'm gonna
mind.
pull out the scroll of sending that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I pray to the gods that I am horribly, horribly wrong. And I'm gonna cast sending.
Who are you contacting?
I'm contacting my younger sister.
What?
Whose the name is?
Neri.
Yes!
It's Filson.
Neri.
I know of vaults, of sigils, of the wardens, of Victor. Please tell me you have no idea what I... Yes, thank you.
What I say.
The sound of lightning and thunder in the background. Wind whirling through. Sorry, brother. I'm on my way. I have some explaining to do, not only to you, but my son as well. I'm just south of you on the horizon. What the fuck? She's the storm.
Oh, she's a storm.
Once that
The spell ends.
Once that spell ends, you will audibly hear me from off to the side. Son of a goddamn! Ah!
Everything okay over there?
Well, I have just now accounted for the sigil of flight.
Excellent.
My sister has it.
Your sister.
Of course she does.
She is on her way. Meaning that the connection that I have been swearing that all of us have from the beginning is because all of our family members have sigils.
Not
Except being, you're the only outlier.
I'm not there.
Oh, it's
He's the only outlier.
You and Nessa are gone. That's true.
You're gonna do the dots of just like
Fucking goddamn it of all the time.
Hylas is the only outlier, which doesn't make any.
As another autumn thread forms
Because Victor
in
is a
front of
sigil.
you, finding your connection to this whole game
Of Thrones.
of threads. Game of Threads.
Episode title.
Wait,
Game of Threads.
Professor,
That's really good.
That's
are
excellent.
you saying that our being kidnapped when we first met had something to do with the sigils from the beginning?
Absolutely has something to do with it. I'm imagining. I can spin so many theories, but perhaps Lord Gesh caught wind of these sigils. He was one, and his group were trying to get to that meteor that landed in the Serpentine Mountains, which happens to be by the vault, and was perhaps going to try and use us by proxy to get a hold of all of our family members who have sigils.
Maybe they built the vault around the stone?
The stone fell somewhat recently, as far as history goes. As far as whenever this vault was built, it fell after its construction.
No.
So there still is mystery to unravel.
Yes, because there are also still multiple groups that we are still tied to that know of these sigils and want them. The Beholder,
Who is now Victor?
who is now Victor, the Winter Queen,
Her mommy.
and
Do they know all that?
Mm-mm.
Queen of Air and Darkness.
They don't know about my connection to the Queen of Air and Darkness.
He does.
because I saw the vision.
He saw
I
one of
saw
the
your
visions when
vision.
you guys were in Laminsa.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Yes.
you
I
were,
don't know that she.
when-
Yeah, I don't think Wolfgang knows.
Okay.
when we first got to the tower.
I think the people who know are you, and you.
Yeah, when you first got to the tower, you had a vision, and it was of you. And Gallifrey said, "Oh, you're looking for this book, blah blah blah. I'm a beholder, blah blah blah."
And that you were sent by the Winter Queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm a beholder, blah, blah, blah.
The Queen of Air and Darkness.
That is what they sound like.
And then I am the only one whose family member does not have a sigil, but my grandfather did the whole thing with the sigils, so that kind of makes sense why I was a part of that.
Well, and also his simulacrum had the sigil of location.
Are there 5 sigils or 6 sigils?
There's 5.
If six,
So
if we
it's-
count Victor as the sixth.
It is your sister, her father, his father, my grandfather, your sister. That's 5. So why Kylus?
That's
What the
As we pan away from that moment.
Every fucking time.
hold on. Wait a second.
Stop the camera.
He grabs it. It's me.
I'm a smart person.
You are a smart person.
She said that she was coming because she had explained you to me and her son.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
a
she
sister
did.
that's a Shatterkai.
DC 30 intelligence check.
No, I think you've already pieced it. You already know who
I'm
they are
going
related
to.
to.
I'm going to. I'm gonna go ghost white and dead silent.
Are you dying?
As the professor's psyche shatters, pan over to Kylus and Nesta. What are you two up to?
Are you flying yourself? Or
Sure,
am I
I'll fly.
flying you?
I'll fly.
Okay. All right. I just spot about a minute away and land.
That's how I fly.
So you
While we're flying, though. I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you.
I know you just got him back into your life. That can't be easy.
No, it kind of really fucking sucks. But, guess I didn't have a lot of time to get close to him, so that's good.
Not good.
Sorry.
It's alright.
What's up?
I hate to ask for a favor while you're down. And I try not to ask you for, well, anything. But I seem to have to keep coming back and asking you for things.
No, it's all right. What do you need?
Can you warn my mother
Warn her.
about Victor?
Yes, of course.
As upset as I am at the whole situation, I want answers before something happens to her.
All right.
Of all times. Why? Why?
I was literally just playing this conversation for so long.
It's one of those moments where like your phone starts ringing and then you get a second call. It's just like, oh, hold on, bro. my son's calling.
Tell her whatever you like, just don't mention me.
Don't mention you.
Just warn her about Victor and what he's capable of and what he's done. It's a lot, but I trust you.
All right.
Nary Vereen.
Nary Vereen. I've messaged her once before, haven't I?
She's seen
You
her and scryed on her.
You have scryed on her. You've never sent a message.
Nary Vereen. I'm a friend of your son's.
Don't mention.
Don't mention me.
That is up to you, Brittany. If you want to redact that, you can.
You're going through a lot right
I,
very
now.
sorry.
I think it's really funny,
Do whatever
but
you
it's up
want.
to you.
No, I'll have sent that and go, shit!
I'm a friend of your son's shit.
Might as well keep going now. I mean,
You're in grave danger, Victor. Killing people with sigils.
has beholder powers.
Has beholder powers.
We still have 5 more.
Get to safety if you.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, seems I'm popular today.
She says she's popular
I don't know what that has to do
If it
with it.
can see.
today.
I'm on my way. Didn't know Victor was alive. I'm being chased by something worse, so my trip will be short.
How is it
Relaying that.
worse things? Why are there worse?
Lovely, she's warned.
Also says she's on her way.
Yeah, we should get the fuck out of here. I'm not ready for that conversation. I mean, I want answers, but I'm not ready for that.
Oh, you ain't ready for shit.
Kylus, a wind from the west blows through ever so slightly.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're a real son of a bitch tonight.
I'm angry. No, I'm not.
Just
a wind?
Wind from the west blows through, which is odd. When you look down south, that storm's moving fast.
We should probably go, right?
Yes. I think so. Well, good talk.
All right.
Nope.
You're head in this right now.
I will do what I can. I'm going to try and channel it, I think.
Just take a level 1 barbarian.
Maybe I will.
If I can do anything to help, I'll try.
Thank you. That's very kind, actually.
Get
Weird.
used to it.
Weird names.
I won't tease you about it now, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's get back to the others.
The team regroups. Nesta and Kylus fluttering back in. The professor, even in his summer form, pale as the snow on the ground.
Professor. Wait, is he back? He's back?
So are you dying?
Professor never
or
left anywhere.
Is your head
He
exploding?
kind of walked away and then came back. He's been back now.
Why are you not talking?
Yeah,
That is
I'm-
very uncharacteristic for you.
He's not talking. What did you do to get him to shut up?
I didn't do anything. He walked away, swore, came back, and he hasn't said a word
I'm
since.
purposefully avoiding eye contact with Kylus.
Okay.
Professor. Hey,
That's
Professor.
nothing. That's nothing new.
Professor. Is he dead? Are you dead?
What?
Oh, you're not dead. What's up?
What did you?
There's a lot of going on right now, and you walked away and screamed, and then came
He's
back.
putting things together. Give
What
him
kind
a
of-
second.
Okay.
I was screaming, so he probably put it together.
My sister is on her way here.
Why?
Here? Like
Yes.
here, right? Like where the...
On her way here right now.
And you know this
Excellent.
because...
I had a scroll of sending, and I messaged her.
Why?
We could use all the help we can get. Fantastic.
Because
Would you say she's being popular today?
he has a family member. You have a
Wait,
family
wait.
member. These two have a family member. Everyone seems to have a family member connected to this, like I was saying. My sister is the only one of my family that came to the material plane with me when we first came from the Feywild. And
Your sister's name?
the reason why Kylus is unaccounted for is that he's actually not.
Not.
Was there more to that sentence? I feel like that didn't have a period.
And you said that. I call her Neri. Her full name is Neri Valine.
Is
Does
that
that
the
mean
face you're
something to
going
you,
with right now?
More or less.
Nesta?
Nope, definitely not. I mean, yeah, fuck.
I'm going to go throw up now.
What is
Me
happening?
too.
Will someone explain this to me?
We both go.
Okay.
Phil's my uncle.
Oh, don't say that out loud!
Let's flash back real quick to the jail scene, episode 1, where you two started flirting. And I stood here going, no.
He started flirting.
Please don't follow through on this.
God, I gotta stop.
One of the
flirting with
greatest
everybody.
songs of all time started this way.
And with that, we are going to go to a break.
Sorry, everyone who should.
Happy Valentine's
Fucking
Day.
A secret I have been holding on to for 50 episodes.
A
Oh
game
my
of threads
God.
indeed.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back momentarily in about 15 minutes or so. So hang tight. We'll see you in a bit.
This is the worst.
Yeah.
Is the worst.
You're telling me.
And
welcome
Shenanigans.
We hate it here.
Go
Let's-
fuck
We
yourself.
want to go home.
Happy
Bringing us
Valentine's
back
Day.
into this place. Yes, happy Valentine's Day.
Nice
Thank you all for
the
joining
worst.
us. Happy Valentine's Day. We have suddenly realized
So many
that
things.
Professor Filson Olivier and Kylus Nocturne
Hmm?
seem to be related.
My not so fun uncle.
And that his mother
My
and his younger
disappointment of a
sister
nephew.
is on the way, accompanied by a terrible, terrible storm.
I know I
Bringing us
wasn't
back into that moment. Sorry, did you have a meta?
Well, I know I wasn't part of that conversation, but was the implication there that she was part of the storm, or the storm was chasing her? Gotcha. Fantastic.
Storm powers are news to me, right?
Whichever one is more traumatic for us.
No,
It's
she
her being
was
chased
actually
by it,
fairly
'cause it's
gifted
another
with
thing we
thunder,
can't do.
lightning, and wind.
Okay, do I have weapons?
It was
I have
innate
weapons
within her
and
abilities.
spells. Let's fucking go.
You have more spells than I do.
Yeah, she had a gift for lightning, thunder, and wind magic from a very young age.
She's a storm sorceress, everybody.
Ooh, good for her.
How long does it take to attune? An hour?
An hour.
So,
All right, do it. Happily.
It's so appropriate that you're Dr. Phil
no.
in this scenario. You are the uncle.
I hate it all. I hate it all so much.
All right.
So are we set on staying here? Is that the plan?
We have an ally coming. She's right there, right? It sounds like whoever the fuck was talking to
I'm
me.
gonna look over at
You.
the storm coming and yes, that does check out for her.
Let's wait.
Oh, absolutely.
Another ally? Why would we not? Oh, right, because it's your mother, right? We know that now, right? We all know
I
that.
really wish you would stop saying that.
So, you got mommy issues?
You could say that.
Everybody has issues with family.
It's a different kind of issue.
I know, you're so different. Yeah, we have an ally. Why would we not wait?
Is she an ally? You did say she was being chased by something worse.
She
she's
she
being-
did say that.
She's being chased by something.
is she the bringing the storm, or is the storm chasing her?
She's been very gifted from a young age with thunder and lightning and whatnot.
Very, very frightening.
Yes. Our neighbor, Galileo.
God damn it.
Fucking nailed it. All right. Continue.
She caused a lot of problems for him. Anyway, you said there was something chasing her.
She said there was something chasing her. What was that?
I start running. I draw my weapons and start running towards the storm.
It's wait. Oh, he's gone.
It's very far away.
I know she's fast. I'll
There
catch
he
up to her
goes.
eventually.
It's true.
We all watch him run up.
We actually you were at the top of the tower, so we watched you start descending.
You're not attuned to your boots anymore, so.
That's
I go to the shortest vertical side and then just. Oh no, that's a bad idea.
There he goes.
So we have, what, 5 minutes till he reaches the
My
bottom?
uncle. Mind of generation.
So how you feeling over there,
Charging
pal?
a storm. I hate it here. This is the worst.
Why?
Phil is nothing like me. He has no charisma. He has no swagger. He has.
Are you really upset about Phil being your uncle right now?
Yes, I'm upset about Phil being my uncle.
I mean, it makes sense. If this was some kind of story, he's like your foil. You know? And
Wait. What?
you know.
a foil?
From the bottom, foil, and I give the definition of what that is.
And it's used in a sentence.
You know,
What is a foil?
it's by grappling with your equal opposite, you're gonna grow as a person.
For real?
Okay, I don't see what the problem is.
He'll be good for you.
And she'll be good for all of us.
Where is she?
I hope. I mean,
He's kind of a piece of shit, if I'm being honest.
throwing stones in a glass house over there?
Hey, I'm pretty awesome, alright?
He is pretty awesome.
Done a lot for all of you. Kind of.
Kind of.
Good amount.
Yes. So is she coming, or do we just wait here?
So we have, what, a day, right?
According to Anya and the intelligence gifted, the storm would arrive here probably around sunset.
Okay. So,
But they're figuring on the normal rate of a storm traveling.
Roughly, give or take. They probably don't have the proper instruments to gauge how quickly this one's moving.
so here's our variables, right? We
Also,
know
I'll
that
stop
we're
and make my way back up.
going to have to head to the clock tower.
Yes.
We can try to do it now, jeopardizing family, but limiting unknowns. Or we prioritize the family we know we have and risk ruining the plan we have to save the remnants of our families.
Charge the clock tower. I'll get us there as quick as my wings will take us. My wings will take us there right now. Let's go.
Kylas, are you
I make my way back up.
being avoidant?
Me? No,
Yeah.
of course not.
Okay, so we established that you're being avoidant, right?
When is he not, though? This is business as
What
usual.
I'm wondering, and lie if you feel you need to, why?
I'm not ready to talk to her just yet. Still got some things I gotta work through.
Okay.
Would you say she's more like you or like him?
I don't know.
Would you say she is more like you or more like him?
She has a taste for adventure and doesn't like being tied down to things.
Like family.
Not necessarily that, just she enjoys a good opportunity
Kind of like
to...
that.
I'm not talking about you.
I'm family, Phil.
And you're nothing like me.
Yeah, you're right.
Why are we focusing on the things that make you different?
She has a wanderlust.
Like this.
But still has plenty of structure and actual care for other people.
Sounds like she's enough like Phil to bother you, and enough like you to bother Phil.
This new Rangoon is very astute. I like it.
That sounds positively absurd.
Right.
Look,
Okay, so
I'm all for this family reunion, but what the fuck are we doing?
Whatever all of you are doing, I'm meeting with my sister. And quite honestly, even if you all get a head start and start heading to whichever path that leads us to Necroskia to get to Victoria and the ship, if I meet with my sister, I will be able to catch up with you in no time.
awesome. Let's go. And I start heading down the stairs.
All right.
All right.
We're leaving?
We are leaving. Do you want to stay with your uncle and
Nope, absolutely
say
not.
hi to your mom? Or
Nope.
You sure? It could be great.
I don't think so.
To be fair, I do think we could use the ride.
And she did tell me that she did have to talk to her son.
Alright. She's only a
Ooh, you're
century
in
or so
trouble.
late.
Mommy's mad at you. Actually, probably not.
If he's not ready to talk to her, we shouldn't force anything.
Oh, I'm just being antagonistic.
Okay. So our
Sorry, I'm having trouble reading the room today.
I don't think we should all leave without the professor.
I'll catch up. You just said
Catch up how?
his
With my sister.
His sister can fly.
She can fly far faster than any of us can move.
There it is.
Great. Let's go then.
Onwards.
Phil, before we go, how are your stocks?
Fuck, we might as well call the dragon and get him in the mix now, too.
Well, I'm hoping the dragon isn't chasing her.
I kind
Oh,
of hope
that'd be
he
funny.
is.
I'm well enough.
He's a buddy.
Okay. You don't need healing, but maybe you could use.
Dragon is
I'll give you
definitely
a
everybody.
potion of comprehension. I'll give you an antitoxin. At least those two. No healing.
I've got some potions.
Okay, so at least you got a potion of comprehension and an antitoxin.
Are you still pretty fucked up?
I am physically beat up a bit. I'm always a wimp, but everything about my energy is sapped completely.
Kind of come up to you, put my hand on your shoulder. What do you need to make you feel better?
I don't know. A fucking rest is what I need.
I heal you to full with. Let's start there.
Okay, so that'll be 17 points. If we have time, there's something we could do. If we don't have time, don't worry about me. I have this ring that can store magical essence. If I'd have to unattune, have someone attune, have them unattune, have me reattune.
Let's do it.
Is it action to unattune, or is it a full hour to unattune?
It's a full hour.
So that would be 4 hours.
I think we have at least a 4-hour walk ahead of us.
We're resting?
I'll fly for 4 hours.
Unattune. Why?
Ring of spell storing. If they attune to my ring, they can put spells into it.
They can put spells into it without attuning to it.
For real though?
Yes. They must
what I thought.
voluntarily cast it into the ring.
Chavoy.
Yes.
Okay.
I had a feeling that's what you were going for. I was
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to doubly make sure.
Yeah.
No, they just have to choose
After
to
the
cast
session-
it into the ring.
Wait, unless we're gonna need this between here and the session ending, we can talk about what spells you want. My limited offensive capabilities.
Yeah, we'll see.
How many levels worth of spells can you get?
I
to
can throw
5.
up to 5. I currently have a second level and a first level, but I could throw them out if we need something better.
We can talk
Do you,
about this.
do you want a 4th level?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can do it too. Talk to him.
What do you want?
Talk to fucking Papa Warlock.
Dimension door.
Dimension door?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll have a shield and dimension door, so at least I won't die.
Yeah.
That's what you'd like to think.
Just subtle cast it.
Mhm.
Well, I don't have my subtle cast because I didn't
Still
long
counter
rest.
If we end
I
up
worked
like
around
heading out
it.
and walking, Renwin does want to pull Wolfgang aside and ask him some questions on the wall.
As you're all collecting yourselves, gathering equipment, checking your bags, you two find a moment to be pulled to the side.
Put the stuff in my backpack.
Wolfgang, this Vicky's father.
Yeah.
Is there anybody here at camp that he has any kind of special relationship with?
Looking around.
None of his family seems to be present.
Yeah, No, not really. There's. I'm gonna look at my notes really quick here. He has a son, or he had a son. I don't know if Nikolai is still alive, but I don't see why he wouldn't be. But that's about it.
Okay.
And I mean, I haven't seen that kid in a while. That family doesn't totally love me very much because they sort of blame me for Victoria's death, despite the fact that it was actually his fault. It sounds like projection, doesn't it?
Mhm.
So you think he's experimenting on Victoria again?
Based on what Renglin said, yes. That did not sound like the Victoria we left. What did I say? Did I say Renglin?
Renglin.
Yeah.
Nesta.
I was like, we get it.
Why
We-
would he do such a thing to his own daughter?
He did it in the first place. That's why she is the way she is. He created her.
Created her.
When she died, she didn't die. He turned her into what she is today. And now he sounds like he's trying to undo what Cable did and the rest of the temple to fix her, essentially.
Fix her? What does he want her to be?
No. We fixed her. He's breaking her again.
But why?
I mean, she's a small, silent killing machine.
But does
could
he
do-
love her?
I don't think he loves anything. Maybe his son. But, again, I'm not really invited into a lot of the close conversations in that family.
Interesting. And you don't know where Nikolai is now?
No.
All right, thank you.
You want to change into somebody that looks like somebody he knows?
Wolfgang, you're surprisingly clever.
God.
Likewise. I have an idea. Do you think you could complete the picture in your mind of what Victoria would look like without her plates and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
That's your look when the time comes. That might throw him off. His daughter, alive and well, looking like she's never been touched by his nonsense. Surprisingly clever, eh?
Surprisingly. I'll keep it in mind.
Excellent. All right. We ready?
Yep.
I'll travel with you all for a short while, but I will break off it. Or, well, you said you're flying, right?
Yeah.
I'll start heading that direction. That way I'm closer, and, well, it's probably best if she doesn't land in the settlement with everyone here.
I think that's a good idea. Be safe out there, all right?
You all do the same.
You know your job?
Who are you talking to?
Art.
Okay.
Are you
It's like I have so
talking
many
to?
people present here.
Who am I?
Yes. I
What?
got it. Spears in?
I don't have my spear.
I don't know. I like this idea. I want to try it.
I'll humor you.
Mm-hmm. Book.
Yeah, I'll put my sword.
Kind of look.
Rengwin will bring out one of her psychic blades.
Oh.
I take my big fucking axe.
Oh. Come on.
Hey.
Come on,
Bobby.
broody boy.
We're just all touching tips then, right?
Oh boy.
Ah!
Waiting for that joke. All right.
Alright.
Let's go fucking kill some peeps.
Wow. What a crazy sentence. Let's do this.
Hang out with her more, you will get more crazy sentences.
Alright. We will be close behind. I don't know how we'll be able to communicate something if anything changes or goes wrong, but we will make our way over.
We can send messages if that.
We have a small capacity at this point, I imagine. You need some of your power for the fight ahead.
How far
Fair.
are we gonna get from them? Pretty far.
From these
From
guys?
The school?
Who's going first? Us probably, since we're a smaller group. We're probably moving faster.
Yeah, there's still some people packing up.
Yeah.
Rengwin, a psychic link, if you wouldn't mind.
With you?
Yes.
Of course.
Mhm.
5 hours.
Nice.
You should also establish other people. How far does it go?
I think it's like
I think it's a mile.
That's what I'm asking.
Establish with this one. Connect
Oh
to his
wait, are
mind.
you getting in my head again?
It's good. You want this.
I do.
That way you can just communicate.
I don't feel convinced.
Don't worry.
Just do it.
She'll connect, but she won't say anything.
No.
He doesn't know.
Say something. God damn it, don't scare him. He's stupid.
Feels a thumb.
What the heck?
He's stupid.
Rounding people up.
Someone's thumbing my brain.
Okay, let's go. Tell me my brain.
Before we leave,
Sure.
I'll go up to Phil. Right. Well, tell Mom I said hi. That's weird. Don't tell her I said anything. No, never mind. And I'll look back at the storm. My eyes will go black, and I'll teleport towards the group.
As you go to teleport, your wrist is caught ever so faintly. Wind pulling, trying to keep you there.
Black eyes. Transform into it.
Transforming into your fear stalker beast. You land on the ground. Those mounting up.
Settle up.
I jump up.
The four of you mount.
I just toss you.
When are you breaking off again?
Well, when they fly away, I'm going to start moving forward.
Gotcha.
But they're just going to be going faster than
Right,
me.
of course. Okay. All right. Which direction are you heading? Are you heading towards the fort? Are you heading towards the small village? Or are you heading directly to Necrosia?
Oh, yeah, tell me where you guys are going.
Tower, right?
The clock tower, right?
Well, Clock Tower is in Necrosia.
Well, there's a fort that has a large tower just at the base of or at the top of the cliffside right before you reach Necrosia, there's also the Baronoff Tower, the clock tower, that's inside Necrosia.
And the village you implied had non-monster-fied people that were members of the military.
Seemed like it. Being led by Marius. They seem to have occupied the space.
Though I do think a small, somewhat stealthy task force might be.
We go straight in. We go straight to the clock
You
tower.
are riding a huge beast.
No one will ever see us coming.
Which is quite stealthy at night.
And you're in broad daylight. Granted, there's overcast. There's overcast,
We're not
but
going to get there in an hour.
no, definitely not.
Or 4.
Well,
Or
we
4.
can stealth when we get closer too, like, and not show up riding the beast.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we should. Yeah, straight through.
Beast. The beast
So
is
straight,
above us.
straight to Necrosia?
Take it from the wards.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And then,
We
I'm
all
just
know
gonna
the
go-
beast, pilgrim.
so where is Bart going then? He's going.
He's
also
going to Hovel Hollow, essentially.
He's going to take the people to Hovel Hall, and then he's going to come back and attack.
Yes,
essentially.
they will probably have to wait for the storm to pass. They're not about to come right back out.
Fantastic.
So, chances are,
Tomorrow.
it sounds like a day behind. Yes.
Love it.
Cool.
We don't care
Shit
about
plans.
reinforcements.
Bread butter.
We're going to go straight in. Because there's 6 of us. That's what we're doing.
Heading directly into Necrosia.
How long is it to get to Necrosia from here?
This long.
Depends on if you make a straight shot or if you want to circumnavigate some civilizations.
Circumnavigation, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be a little smart on this
Tell me
terrible
that.
plan. What's that?
It's like, good luck telling me that.
True.
We're just gonna fucking steer you by
Yeah.
your ears.
Grab some shadow tufts
Horns.
and just.
Oh, ratatouille your ass.
Yeah.
Are you as smart as a horse?
Let's find out.
Because I imagine a horse is maybe a 3 intelligence.
I am.
I would guess.
A 2.
We probably
Almost
before you
brain dead.
transformed though would have told you where we're headed.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
He essentially has the same stats as the T-Rex, but with a few minor differences.
Oh, crazy.
Wow.
Minor differences as in a fly speed,
Yeah. Magical attacks.
advantage on stealth checks in the dark,
Yep.
resistance to necrotic damage.
Yep.
But you had that in regular form too.
I'll ask mechanical stuff later. I'm probably not interesting for the audience. I'll ask you later.
Wings stretching out, covering, casting a bunch of extra shade and shadow underneath you. Kylus,
Oh, fuck. God damn it, dude.
you feel that draw and pull towards the northern mountains. It's beckoning you, calling you.
That's not where we're going, right?
It is.
Oh, it is.
You're heading directly towards that draw.
That feels good then. A little extra gusto in the flight.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
I hate all of this so much.
Professor, you wait a couple minutes or so, give them a bit of head start, and begin trudging forward.
I see that as like just a badass image. His silhouette with 8 weapons sticking out of his back.
It's an
Oh,
anime
Yeah,
scene.
totally,
Yeah,
100%.
What, Daniel?
Trudging through the
Anime?
No way.
I didn't
I
think
guess
this would be
I probably got like furs or something from.
The white in the back.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys had all gathered winter clothes in Talif before you guys took off.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's usually what that town is all about.
Get it
There's
up
like,
and-
here, before you die of cold.
Get it up and ready to go.
A horny episode of
It's
No,
Valentine's
we're still in
Day.
trauma.
Was it Valentine's Day?
Yeah, this is
Trauma
coping
episode.
episode.
You begin to strike out forward. Who here are you going to try and guide Kylus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna do that?
I mean, I'm going directly towards it, right?
Sure. Let's see if you can.
Oh, they're
see-
trying to circumnavigate. I'm trying to go
Maybe,
straight towards
yeah.
it.
We'll see if they can communicate any of that
Makes
to
sense.
you.
You should steer.
I'm
You know where
probably
we're
going
going.
to be trying
I
to do that.
I kind of feel like Nesta might be able to speak to the beast within.
Why Nesta? Why you?
I think that a soul can speak to a soul, and I just don't think today I'm gonna do anything right.
But does
Oh.
Nesta know where we're going?
No.
But with our guidance.
Here's where we're going.
Ah.
Here's how we get there.
Okay. Huh. Right thing.
He's gonna be doing stuff and spamming guidance.
He is a thing.
Mind melding. Are you in there, Kylus? Scratching the ears, seeing if I get a reaction. Okay, so that's that.
Can't tell if that was good.
Back right legs.
Yeah,
starts
legs
kicking
starts
a little bit. Give me a little extra boost.
That's the good scritch.
That's a good stretch.
Who's a good boy? Who's a big boy?
Oh my god.
That's roll me an animal handling
Okay,
check.
here we
With
go.
guidance.
With
Yeah,
guidance.
guide
With
yourself.
guidance.
Not rolling anything.
Nah.
Okay.
This is to see if she can communicate it well enough to you.
Okay.
Oh, your dice are terrible today.
Man.
10.
10. Kylus, please roll me an insight check in your beast form.
Stupid dice.
Stupid beast.
I start rolling on the app now.
Dirty 20.
Which the DC was 20.
I have a
Exactly.
+1 to wisdom, and that's
Oh my god.
Should we roll 19?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Take a minute.
I wasn't expecting that. Were you?
how do I rationalize this? You take this moment. Nessa, the bond that you have ever so slowly been developing with Kylus over time, you have figured out just the right way to catch his attention. It's positive reinforcement for this guy. Tell him he's doing a good job, and he's doing a good job.
Don't sell me the fuck out.
I mean, we know this at this
Yeah,
point.
but also I feel like you never told Dom that. Dom's just reading you.
And as you're like doing these little scritches, you start to like curve to the right, and so does he a little bit. And you scritch to the left, and so
Oh my
does he
God.
a little
He's
bit.
controlled by scritches.
Dumb dog.
Is this really working?
What's the intelligence of a dog?
Are your ears soft though, or is it like touching a puppy's ear?
It is like fur.
It's really cute.
Mhm. There's like this film of shadow that you move past, but eventually you do come to fur.
I'm going to give him so much shit.
Oh, don't worry, he's dumber than a dog.
So we can drive.
Yeah, you suddenly, without real reason or
Imagination.
This is good for me too.
Yeah, this is fulfilling a lot for Nesta right now. Guiding off to the right, you begin to circumnavigate any potential civilization within the area. For those of you flying, and you flying as well, I would like all of you to make perception checks while you're up here. Frogdan, you are at disadvantage.
Oh, you better believe it.
I'm gonna burn my dice.
Oh no.
You want to borrow some?
6.
19.
Just gonna roll an app
19,
now.
not bad. Beastie
18.
boy. 18, okay.
This many.
No, I don't think
Three.
I've rolled above a 5. So what was the skill check again?
Perception. You were at advantage.
Oh, I was advantage.
You have your shield.
Thank fucking God.
Doesn't it give you advantage on perception?
It
does.
does,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna roll in the app now because
Your dice are betraying you.
they are so betraying
All you have
me.
to do is hit perception.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Boom.
Let's see if we have a little bit better. 21.
Oh!
21,
There
not
she
bad.
is.
Fuck me.
Mhm.
As you are all flying through the sky, you two notice, the ladies of the team.
Female eye.
Well off
Female
in the
gaze.
distance, you see something circling, flying in the
The
sky.
crow.
If it was black, yes.
Oh no.
Is it white?
It seems white.
Fuck.
It's a little hard to tell from this distance, but you see something large
Oh no.
and bright flying in the distance.
Okay. You're a giant monster.
I
and he's
don't
gonna wanna
spot it,
fight
right?
You do not see it with an 18.
Okay.
The
Nesta,
DC was a 19 or higher.
do you see that?
I do.
What do you guys see?
Big white monster in the distance.
Balacrats?
Maybe.
These large, extended wings arching behind it.
Maybe we can reach out to Bellicrat, see if that's him.
Do the scritches stop?
I think I'm still trying to keep you on course
Fuck us
where
here.
we were going.
Dude, the scritches stop.
You suddenly feel yourself slowing down. You're like, oh wait.
Now that we're all looking for it, do we all see it?
Yes, it's almost impossible for you to notice. Just with them trying to point it out, you're trying to squint through that haze. But you do see something curling off in the distance, heading ever so slightly off to your right.
And it keeps heading off to the right.
It seems to curve ever so slightly, looping back around. Almost like it's maybe hunting or patrolling for something. It's hard to tell.
Maybe we just avoid it for now, and if we see it coming towards us, then we reach out?
Yeah,
I like that plan.
I think that makes the most sense right now. He is a big, scary monster.
We may not have very much time to contact him if he sees us before we realize it.
Well, we'll keep an eye.
Curving ever so slightly. It's
You fucking do it.
making an S formation, and it's moving towards you. Seems to have spotted you, whatever it is.
Do you
I would
think-
say now you see this thing.
Oh, no. Easy.
Gearing towards it?
Easy. No, easy.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Easy.
Okay.
We can do it ascending to Balacrats, or if we don't want to burn permanent energy, when he gets closer, I could try a message, but that's going to be awfully close.
Starts to climb into the sky.
Is
If
that
it's
good?
not Bellicrats, then we're in bad shape.
Valcrats are still in bad shape.
Should we maybe dive?
We promised to
and
try
hide?
not to eat
He
us.
did say that. We did help rescue him. He kind of, maybe a little owes us. He helped us escape as well. We're kind of even. But maybe
We won't mention that part.
he's remembers, I'm sure.
No, but we freed him from his spell. I dispelled his spell after he saved us.
That's true.
Which was incredible.
Maybe we should get down? Land?
You're hearing the beating of wings.
I think we need a new ally.
Nesta, with your passive, and all of you kind of looking over this thing, this is not Balacrats.
Nope.
He's not designed with any mechanical shapes across his body. In fact, his scales initially, as you had noticed was potentially white, are actually more silver in this coloration.
That's a
It's a
dragon.
dragon?
It is an adult silver dragon heading your way.
And we know that they're good, generally.
Generally.
Hmm.
And with your passive insight, this thing looks pissed. And it's coming at you guys.
Send him down,
Go
send
down,
him
let's
down,
go
send him
down,
down.
doggy.
Let's roll another insight check. Nesta, roll me another animal handling check. The moment has shifted.
I will not
Guide yourself.
become prey.
15.
Not bad.
3.
That's bad.
Almost
Um,
control one.
Kylus, you have control in this scenario. What do you want to do?
Oh man, this is bad.
There's
you-
something the same size as me that's coming towards me
Yes.
with murderous intent.
Seems like it.
And I can piece all that together.
Yeah, you're about to be descended upon by something very large and very powerful.
Oh, no.
Is it bigger than him?
It's about as big as you, if not maybe a bit bigger. This is
Kylus doesn't
This is-
seem like he'd back
this
down
is an
from
adult
this fight.
silver dragon.
No, not with my intelligence. Kylus would.
I was gonna say Kylus would back down from this easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm turning.
You're turning.
Yeah.
You begin to descend, heading downwards or behind.
I'm flipping to meet this
To
thing.
confront.
Oh, you're confronting it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How many feet would you say is away?
About 200 at this point, gaining fast.
When it's
Nesta, let's fly up, go to meet it before Kylus does.
Within 100 feet, wings fluster out, blocking out whatever sunlight is suddenly over you. The shadow
I'm gonna
almost
cast
enveloping.
message. We're friendly, please don't hurt us.
I'm like,
What brings you to this place? on such a dark beast.
Well, this is actually our friend Kylus. He's not always this way.
This is through sending, though, right?
Oh, he's not in front
You're
of us?
now hearing this via telepathy in all of your
all of
minds.
us.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna say that then. This is just how he looks sometimes.
Your words do not help your argument.
We're just passing through. We're trying to get to Nekrovska.
What business have you there in such a dark place?
We aim
Yep.
to liberate it.
Descend. Begins to fly downwards.
I want to
Talk to a
down
dragon.
doggy.
Sorry, man.
Somebody decided not to come with us.
Instead of roleplay and meet with my sister.
You begin to descend.
Mm-hmm.
It's not attacking?
Not attacking, no. Seems hostile, and its guard is still up.
I'll follow.
Down.
Flying down, you find a bit of stone that's jutting out overneath, or above the canopy.
Overneath.
Sorry, overneath.
That was great.
Wow, that's incredible.
You Shakespeare.
Good words.
I'm making words. English. Just above the canopy of the trees that you begin to land on, it begins to walk and prowl. Its claws cutting into the stone as if it was butter
I kind of
Oh,
look at the rest of you.
with each step.
Oof.
My name is Caldrodan. I am the guardian of this place. These fields, these mountains are my home. And it has been poisoned with darkness and evil.
The darkness that we aim to root out and destroy.
How do I know you're not lying?
I am Wolfgang Ravencroft. This is my land. We live upon it, and we are going to make sure this darkness goes away.
Your name and title mean nothing to me. A man of Nekrovska. How do I know you will not turn the second you are there?
You do not. But I give you my word, whatever that may be worth to you. We are going to liberate this town and this land of whatever darkness controls it. And if you also have that intention, then we are allies.
Nostrils flare a bit, the eyes centering in on all of you, examining you, studying over you, and there's that moment of like a bit of drool
From me or him?
from him.
Oh, okay.
You're still in beast form?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like standing at your guys' backs.
You say this one does not take this shape. Releases form.
Hi, buddy.
I'll telekinetic shove him.
Roll animal handling check. Please roll me an insight check.
All right.
What's his name again?
Caldrodan.
Caldrodan?
No Gavacrian, but
19.
19.
15.
Perfect. It is clear they're wanting you out of this form.
Okay.
You can tell it might be doing more harm than good right now.
Okay. Shadows come back. His wings stretch out and all the shadows pull back into it.
Kylus? Caldrodan. Caldrodan?
His
Kylus.
face gets right up to yours.
I kind of look. Oh, God. Bites him in half.
Your marks on your eyes.
Quite lovely, right?
A mark of darker things to come for you, I think.
Orther's really pretty.
A sarcastic one. I have met kind like you before.
Please don't piss the dragon off.
They're some of my closest friends.
Fun,
Thank
right?
God.
The adventuring type, I take it.
We are.
This is not the first time an adventuring party has made its way this far north. Maybe 100 years ago, I met another. Though I was younger at the time.
Heroes.
Yes. Later to become some. They spent a while at a monastery that I watch over.
We have been in some another in contact with several.
In this moment, Wolfgang, you realize the monastery that he's referring to, the Shiru Monastery. It is a temple dedicated to a god that is devoted to the creation and lifeblood of the tabaxi, cat-like feline creatures. It is far in the northeast, off limits to anyone else to show up. Anyone who did traverse that way usually met a grisly end. You get the feeling you know who creates that end.
Is it this guy?
Yeah.
It's this guy.
Is it this guy?
It's this guy.
It's definitely this guy.
If Nekrovska indeed seems to be your enemy,
Nekrovsky is not our enemy. The shadow that is covering it is our enemy. The
I
peop-
see no difference at this point.
When we liberate the city, there will be.
Very well. What is your intention? Where do you head?
Do you know of the tower in the center of the city? The clock
I've
tower?
seen it. I cannot get close enough to it, though.
That is where we're going. There are people we need to rescue.
How do your eyes fare in the darkness?
I have dark vision.
They're great.
And I can share my vision.
It used to be far better.
A dome of shadow now covers Nekrovska, blinding all those who would look in.
Ooh.
It makes traversing it difficult. I have been snatching and eating whatever seems to come out.
What does come out?
Shadows, beasts, men deformed and mutilated.
If you could see in it, would you venture within?
I would be willing.
We could use a powerful ally like yourself for what we're about to do.
I could share the vision of darkness with you.
I see fine in the darkness,
Oh, good.
though I appreciate your offer.
Anytime.
So it's not a physical darkness that prevents then? Why can you not see in?
It's like what I used to summon.
Impermeable darkness.
Magical darkness.
Can we dispel it?
I can't today. I could try patches tomorrow.
To dispel magic of that magnitude, you would need to find its source. Where that is, I do not know.
Have you seen Gregor?
Commander of Shadow himself.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to slicing him open.
He has made his way to a temple northwest of here.
The Temple of Uppenthal?
Indeed, you know of it.
We've heard.
He carries with him a large artifact. Something I have learned to be referred to as the Umbral Gates.
Any idea what these do?
Care to dive into that for us?
I simply know its name.
Okay.
Could always borrow it, see what it's all
When
about.
I get back, I'll do some digging.
So, will you help us?
Just 'cause I can take notes.
If you can take down the darkness, covering Nekrovska, I will fly in and assist.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a deal. I ask you to show mercy to any let's call them transformed people that you come across.
My intentions are noble and good. I will do as such.
Thank you.
Is I don't have a full thought yet.
Leans in,
Buffering.
narrowing in on you, looking you up and down. A follower of Lunaris.
You know Lunaris?
I know of her brother.
Ah, yes. He's very noble too.
We have a temple to him at the Shiru Monastery.
Do you? That's incredible.
One of the original founders worshipped him. Might do you well to take a visit. Not now.
Of course. But thank you. That would be very, very enlightening for all of us.
Inaris has a brother.
Solaris.
Oh, right,
Solaris.
yeah. The son. How silly of me to forget.
Very well then. You may fly through here unharassed. Do not head west, otherwise you will come across the demon crows.
Thank you for the warning.
Demon crow.
Have you fought them?
Once. There's a lot of them.
Hmm.
And as strong as I am, I can still be outnumbered.
When did the darkness start to fall over your lands?
About a month ago. Things shifted and changes. Shadows began to attack the monastery at night, killing many of the people that I protect. I began to get involved.
Do you have a lair in these parts?
The monastery holds mine. I'm a hoarder of knowledge. Books, tomes, scrolls, and the like.
Sorry, man. I wasn't. I couldn't hint to this.
That's rough
It's
for a friend of ours.
yeah. We have somebody that would love to meet you.
We can just move right along. Who needs books?
Anyways,
Tell him I'm wandering in the snow so he doesn't fucking eat me.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Our
yes.
friend is on the way. He is an adventurer like us who carries many weapons, but is a man
Quite
of
tasty.
knowledge and scholar like
Delicious, one might say.
The only reason I was concerned with you lot was because we were writing this one. And he smells awfully similar to Gregor.
People ride me all the time.
Don't seduce the dragon.
seduce the dragon. Derail this entire thing. Seduce the dragon.
I would kill you.
I wasn't trying there. I was stating a point.
You don't know why he said that.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you, Caltrans. We must be on our way.
Nothing has changed in that regard.
God.
Oh,
Caltrans. I hate you so much.
I will stay nearby, eyes on the city. If you can, enter it during the day.
Thank you. We'll be in contact.
Travel safe.
Blessings upon you.
as the wind blusters you, you cover your eyes from the snow, being sputtered into it, and he takes off,
After
looping around.
After he's out of earshot, I kind of wanted to mention Balacrats, but I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I understand, metallic and the what's
Chromatic.
The, yeah, thank you.
Frogman's having an off day. It tracks.
Roll for initiative!
Disadvantage, not one. Not friends.
But
Sure, they could work out the
I'm
differences.
going to go out here on a limb. We have 2 dragon allies, guys.
1 1/4.
Well, you know, we don't have 2 dragon enemies.
It's true.
That counts for something, right?
Unless you count
6-year-old
the
me would be.
one we saw in
freaking
the Underdark.
Maybe 1 3/8.
We saw dragon in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We saw
Brain
dragon.
drag.
Brain dragon!
All right, 2 out of 3 isn't
Yeah,
bad.
but that one's not our friend.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said. 2 out of 3 is
That
not
was
bad.
kind of
It's just
shit.
aggressive affection.
We're still in a net positive.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, carry on. We,
Hey, buddy.
Right.
you taking us any further?
Sure.
Excellent.
Just. It's weird.
Be real, you love the attention.
All right.
As you transform, mounting back onto him, taking off into the sky. Professor,
Oh no.
walking along, making your way through the woods.
Making your way downtown.
Making my way.
Traversing forward. Roll me a perception check.
I hate that. 11.
11. You hear a fair bit of rustling in the trees above you. A bit of snow and leaves fall.
Oh, good, you're by yourself. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
You'll be totally fine.
Things usually go fine when we're
Scrumptious.
on our own.
Walking through, I'll look up and try and keep an eye out.
Okay.
See if I can pinpoint where exactly it's coming from, but I'll still keep moving forward.
Continuing to walk forward. You hear, "Ow, fuck!" falling down. You quickly whip around, landing into a puff of snow. As it begins to settle, you see the white fur,
No fucking way!
the bandana, a bit of scruffy and ragged, worn down
Cable.
cable.
Yes!
I'm just gonna look down, just landing on the ground, just
Cable!
oh fucking back.
I'm gonna go down to pick him up. Cable, are you alright?
Ah, everything hurts.
How did you get here? What is...
Oh shit, Phil! He just gives you a big ol' hug.
I grab onto him and just...
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I asked you first.
Well, we're here to save you and everyone else, and...
Oh, yeah. What, fucking shit. We landed in fucking, what's its face? Nicosia, or whatever the fucking place is.
Yes, we heard.
Yeah, we were immediately fucking arrested.
Yes, we heard.
I was able, how did you hear?
Did Nesta or...
Oh, yeah, fucking
Ronan
brain
said-
thingy.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was able to get away, and I've just been living out here in the woods for a while now. I'm really hungry. Do you have anything?
Oh, yes, of course. I've got plenty of rations. in me.
Please.
Here you are.
He just sits down, takes a load off. You notice his eyes are like sunken in. He has not eaten in or at least consistently eaten healthy in quite some time. And he just starts tearing into whatever you have to offer, dried nuts and saltine crackers. Tearing into them and just... I don't know what happened. We showed up. There were men on the arrival platform. They had shields and spears, and they welcomed us at first. They got us all alone, and then one by one I just noticed we started disappearing. And that's when I decided to do a bit of snooping. I eventually found Avery, and he was captured. They tried to take me, and I got away.
I'm happy
One
to-
of the soldiers did help me, but I don't know. They struck him from behind, took him away as well.
Apologies that you went through that.
It seems like we just can't catch a fucking break.
No, it certainly does not. So you're telling me, my friend. Nicosia has been taken over. A hostile, essentially a coup, has happened. A man named Gregor and his forces have occupied the city and have essentially overthrown those that were presiding over it.
I do remember hearing that name, yeah. Where's the rest of your group?
Yes, they have gone on ahead. I actually have someone that is on their way here that I'm hoping gets here soon, and I'm staying behind to meet them. For reasons they could not stick around, but this is something that I insist that I have to see through.
Do you mind if I wait with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I would never think of leaving a friend and ally out to hang in this cursed cold.
Thanks. He kind of lays down. He's like, if I'm being honest, the cold's not all that bad, but that might be from everything they were trying to do to me.
Yes, from what I understand, they were building you to survive in this kind of climate.
In the weirdest way, they gave me a bit of a blessing.
Sometimes these things are a blessing in disguise.
So how long till your friend gets here?
I look back at the storm. That's
Roll an intelligence check.
14.
It's going to be a couple hours.
Few hours. Probably gonna get a probe. Once the wind really picks up, that's probably a good sign that they're close.
Alright.
It's my sister.
You've got a sister?
Yes, well, 2 actually, but
Oh. Shit. I didn't know. Which I'm now starting to realise I don't know much about any of you.
didn't exactly have the time to get all that
Fair.
small talk stuff.
Fair. Well, do we keep charging forward or?
Yes, I'd like to keep moving forward. Our aim is to get to Nikorskia and rescue Victoria, hopefully Captain Avery and maybe some of the other crew. With you here, actually, this would be, very beneficial because our aim is to, after doing that, get the airship and then get the hell out because we've got other things that we need to look to.
That could be a bit of an issue. They started dismantling the airship.
Oh my god.
If you can get me into the docks, I can start working on it while you guys are liberating the city. If you can secure the area, I can start working on it in advance. And, if my theory is correct, I can put in that arcane engine. Which means that ship's gonna move faster than any ship in existence on this land.
Another blessing in disguise.
Very true. I'm not much of a fighter right now, but if you can get me there and keep me safe, I'll get that ship ready for you when you're ready to move.
I think we're more than capable of that.
Alright? It's good to see you.
It's great to see you too.
Alright, I think we're done moping. I think I'm ready to kick some fucking ass.
Well, and 2 is better than 1 right now in case some natural beastie comes out and attacks us.
Oh yeah, there's crows all over the place.
Oh.
Big crows. Big crows, little crows, lot of crows, all of them with red eyes. I don't trust them.
I think someone mentioned that back at the settlement. Either way, that's disturbing and we should avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay.
They make a lot of sound that way. And one of them's like really deep. It was like, caw. It's really like, caw.
Right?
You know, the more like, caw.
I'm going to kind of plan, like, okay, if we go this way, but I can still keep track with their trajectory and just
Yeah, strategizing.
we'll adjust this direction and then make a turn here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. You all begin to.
After we start moving forward,
Mhm.
and I'm going to... Penguin.
Right about this moment, it's as the dragon takes off.
Yes, Professor.
What a day.
Good. You're there. Exciting news. I've found a wild cable.
Our cable?
Yes.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yes, exactly. He fell out of the trees.
And your sister?
A few hours out still.
Well, we met a very interesting dragon just now. I think you would have really liked him.
A drag? What
Silver
kind?
dragon. Very into
Silver-
books.
Professor, you okay?
I go into a
Is it
monologue
bad
about
news?
how silver dragons love to hoard knowledge and, like, text. Basically what he said he does. I'm just...
Telling me
The bond is
This is
slowly
while we're like...
It's just like with a saw.
Yeah! Sorry, you're breaking up.
I'm going through a tunnel.
1 mile away. Oh no!
I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. So that's very exciting. More important things. More important things, Phil. More important things.
You know I can hear all of what you're thinking.
Yes, So I have Cable with me. He was able to escape. He said that one by one they were starting to capture all of the airship crew and all of that. Now, good news, bad news kind of a situation is that bad news, they've started dismantling the airship that we
Oh,
want to
Fuck.
steal,
liberate.
liberate.
You're not on this call.
The good news is, though, is that Cable thinks that it is at a point where he could rebuild it, but put his arcane engine in it. And if we have that in there, it will be much more reliable and much faster.
Sounds like he'll need some protection if he's gonna get that done.
Yes. he's going to come with me, and I'll make sure that he comes with when we all meet up again. But when we're getting... He said that when we're liberating the city, he can get out and get to the ship and try and start making repairs as fast as possible. We may need to clear a path for him, but once we get him set up, I think he'll be able to get it going and hopefully have it ready by the time that we need to get out of there.
Well, Professor, that's some bright news in an otherwise dark time.
You can certainly say that. Well, just wanted to give you an update on this. Hope you're all faring well.
Well, the dragon was a little scary at first, but
As I imagine.
see you soon.
See you soon.
Well, gang, I just talked to the professor. You'll never guess who he ran into.
Wait. No, I don't guess.
Oh,
You're still a beast, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're flying on your back.
was it someone else's mom?
Don't guess. It's Cable.
Was it bigger than a microwave?
2 words.
Cable?
First word sounds like
We got a lot of time to do this.
Cable?
Fucking our old friend Cable. Gave us some good intel too, and then I tell them what he told me.
Well, that is fortuitous. One less person that we have to rescue and possibly mourn.
Thank goodness.
So far.
But another person that we should protect once we get into the city.
And he's confident he can rebuild the ship and make it better and faster and all that good shit.
That's what it sounds like.
Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, let's continue to fly.
Can we go into the city, or do we have to go to the temple first because Gregor is controlling the darkness?
Well, we don't know that Gregor is controlling the darkness from the monastery.
But what other leads do we have?
I mean, he said that the darkness is enveloping the city right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gregor's not in the city. It stands to reason that if he put a spell over the city, he'd have to be in it. That's more your department than mine, but like...
Oftentimes, I don't have power over darkness that the friggin' idiot here does.
he is as dumb as he gets right now.
But I do know of spells that you need to be in proximity to cast. And then once you cast, as long as you maintain a duration, you can leave.
Got it.
Well, not that I'm doubting our capabilities, but I don't particularly want to face Gregor if we don't have to. If we can find a way into the city and escape with our friends and our airship, that may be a battle for another day.
Well, and it's possible the darkness might help us for the time being.
But if it's the magical darkness that Kylus was able to generate on a small scale, but in a large scale, that's not, it's nighttime and kind of dark. There was literally absence of light. You might be able to sense 10, 15 feet.
10.
The rest of us will be completely void of sight.
Cool.
You'll continue flying forward. Hours begin to pass. As you begin to approach the city, you haven't seen it yet before your time is starting to run out of this form. You will need to start walking from here.
That was 4 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
We're fast forwarding to the 4 hour mark.
I just didn't know if I need to burn spell slots.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You land, you could take a short rest, get them all back,
Okay.
or you can continue pursuing on foot.
What time is it?
At this point, it's probably 3 o'clock.
Kick back for a wee bit.
Rest for a little bit, yeah. And then maybe
He's-
go until it's dark.
He said, yeah, which means we probably don't do this till tomorrow. He said don't go in at night.
I don't
And
think
it's
we
already
should.
starting to get dark.
Yeah, well, we should probably find... Well, I can do my tent, but we
Yeah.
should do somewhere safe.
And we're waiting for the professor
Mm-hmm.
and his sister / Kylus's mom.
You guys going to pursue forward a bit more?
A little
Or-
bit more, but we're kind of looking more, I think, to...
Can't
Find a
Camp.
spot to camp.
You spend about an hour and a half moving forward. You find a bit where some more rock kind of juts out of the ground, creating a bit of overhang and cover. Be a little bit out of sight, which will be nice.
So the only question I have, if we're going to try to avoid Gregor and go into the city. What are we gonna do? Just grope around blindly?
I mean, he does love to throw parties. Maybe he's thrown a lovely masquerade ball. Who knows? We can dream, right?
That reminds me.
Froggy, and you flinch at the word dream.
Well, I figure Wolfgang knows the city, even if it's dark. He should be able to lead us to the clock tower. And if we get Cable and the professor here, Cable's just been there, so maybe he has some fresh perspective about what's going on in there.
But at the same time, our perspective, again, it's not dim. It's nothing.
But are we sure that's what it is? Because Cable was there not even a week ago, and that implies, the dragon implied that whatever's been happening has been happening for about a month, which means that he was there when it was dark. He got out.
Yeah, but the dragon also said that he can see well in the dark, but he can't see in this dark.
I guess the question
To be
is...
fair, the dragon never entered the dome. He looked from a distance. Through the dome, you couldn't see in.
So if you
Well,
get
let's go
into
find
the
out.
city, maybe...
I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah.
He never entered that dome.
Okay.
He saw
Under the dark.
absolute darkness and refused to go inside.
Rengwin, ask the professor to ask Cable what he knows.
How much time was on your connection?
Are we going to do that?
5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. You got. Oh, at this point,
No,
the
it's
5
over
hours
now,
up.
yeah.
It was 5 hours of flying and an hour and a half of searching for cover. So your 5 hours are over.
No, it's concentration.
You would feel that connection. The thumb's gone. You probably also, with the pace you're moving at, are more than a mile away too.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
So you would have felt it like you're like, oh, time's not up, but they're too
Yeah.
far at this point.
And there it goes.
Oh, I can't cast my hats because I cast sending all the...
No, it's a ritual.
Oh, thank God.
Mm-hmm. Lumen's awesome.
I'll just clear out some snow then. Prestidigitation.
Press
Clear.
the first apply.
As
Oh,
we're
right.
all
Okay.
prepping for the evening, settling in, Professor, the wind has been whipping and getting stronger and stronger. As you look behind you, there is just this tornado of swirling sky and cloud heading your way with arcs of lightning coursing through it. As one bolt striking down, standing there floating ever so slightly off the ground with a patch of snow melted away, is your sister. Floating, eyes glowing. She lands, her hair descending down.
Storm.
Oh, she's like
Storm.
Hello there, brother.
Showing off a bit now, aren't we, Neri?
It has been, what, 100 years?
Give or take.
I picked up some new skills. As you're looking at her, behind her you see a blizzard pouring through that has stopped moving.
You certainly have.
Oh, that's not me. That's that. Traveling home. The Ara Valane are up there. I'll tell you more about them later.
The who?
I.
That's your truth.
Oh,
That's your what?
That's the
Those are
truth.
the druids that I'm looking
That's the
for.
truth
Oh,
you've looked
really?
for this fucking whole time.
Indeed. But, if you don't mind, could you tell me where my son is?
yes. Well,
And we'll
First,
talk
I'll-
a little bit more about that later.
first I'm gonna come forward and give her a hug.
She does take you in for that hug. As you bring her in, you're immediately just like, your hair just starts to static upwards.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Neri, I've told you to knock that off. It's passive. I can't control it. Sorry about the dialect. It's just what they have. I've picked it up a bit.
Yes. Well,
You know where my son is? I can
Yes.
feel him ever so slightly. But
your son.
keep the bile down.
Yes. Him and the others that we traveled with have
Nesta,
moved.
Frognan, Wolfgang, and Ringwin. I've been talking with someone who knows a lot.
Probably another. We'll have that conversation later, kind of a thing.
Yes, very
Okay.
much so.
don't have it now.
Ask questions.
Kylus is about to class for something that he's not entirely certain, that he doesn't entirely know what he's going up against. I would like to impart a bit of extra knowledge for him.
Maybe.
It's knowledge that I know, and it's knowledge that our dad know. And it's something that's specific to our line of Shatterkai.
All right.
I need to talk about his sovereignty. It's starting to wake up,
Sovereignty.
and we need to deal with it.
What's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'll talk about it when we get there.
Can you at least give me some notes along the way?
Sure, I'll give you an update. Grab on.
Yes, this was the plan.
As lightning courses,
My cable.
she
Don't
will.
forget cable!
She will.
Cable!
Oh yeah. Like lightning arcs off of you onto him, and you both begin to float and levitate. You have a fly speed now. So long as you're within 100 feet of her, you have a fly speed of 30 feet for the next couple hours.
Sick.
As she's an 18th level storm sorcerer.
Wow.
Me too.
Multi-class.
All right, let's go.
Let's.
As you all take off, the storm behind you continues to travel, and that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
No.
Fucking
Let's play
fucker.
for 4 more hours.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's early.
It's like 7 a.m. right? 7 p.m.
Cut to thanks for
Really?
watching, and then
We
cut back into
missed half an
42.
hour of game time tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
You owe us
Yeah.
30 minutes.
But also, the
Yeah.
Arvalane have the same dialect as Kylus?
Yeah. I had established that before he chose his dialect.
And Kylus's dialect is fake.
Yeah, remember his dialect is fake.
Oh, I know a lot about that, don't worry.
Yeah, we know. We were bored. We're waiting for 30 minutes.
Remember what your moon mama said to you about Kylus's mom?
I don't remember what she said. Do you?
Your goals may be aligned, something to do with Kylus's mom. All right, well, we'll navigate that next week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone who is here. This was a wild session of just carpet bombing information.
Long rest?
Not just yet. We'll see. We'll see.
For
Yeah!
fuck's sake.
That's the best feeling. We will get there in a moment. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, we will see you here, same time, same place. Thank you all so
Saturday
much.
morning.
Good night.
I'm down. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Bye.